here with LANFest Fighting Game Community, aka LANFest FGC. I am Solid Bones. I am joined here by the one, the only, the illustrious. He's got a star sticker on his face. You know what it is. Non-Factor FGC. How's it going, dude?
I'm doing all right. Thank you much for the kind words. And yes, this is a star.
This is the first thing that you signed it. I saw the Celtics flag, and then I saw the star stickers. So now I know everything I need to know. But this is an exciting time for Street Fighter 6 because we do be having that Akumer coming out just around the corner, right? Like he's going to be playable. Playable, I think, what is it? It's like only in Japan for like a specialty thing for like 5 days or something.
Or something like that.
And then he's going to be theoretically coming out potentially with more balance changes or something.
Yeah.
But this is, LANFest is kind of where I'm at my sweet spot watching people play Street Fighter 6 because it's a very casual environment, but people be showing up to game. I saw where our first matches here got called. I'm just going to go ahead and pull up over yonder. But I think it'll be up on stream here in just a little bit. It should be... You know what? I'm not going to lie, Non-Factor. I'm talking a big game. Completely lost it. Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be Desnir, and it's going to be Luop. Luop does have a Zangief profile picture. So if that's not who they're playing, I'm going to scream. Dez has been playing in a bunch of these brackets. Excited to see them back. And just so everybody knows, there are some wonderful prizes that are going to be going up for grabs for the folks who do be winning this here fine tournament. I believe we're going to have enough prizes for top 6, if I'm not terribly mistaken. So we'll be stoked to kind of, I'll leave it as a surprise for a little bit here. I'm not going to be bringing it up. But Non-Factor, how are you feeling about Street Fighter 6 right now? Kind of where your head at?
As far as I feel like we've kind of cracked the code on the game. We know where, the flow chart is, how to play the offense, how to handle neutral and all those things. That's why I'm really excited for those alleged Season 2 buffs because a lot of people say things are getting stale, but I'm still loving the action that we're getting out of it.
It's so funny how it's been like a full year basically with only very minor changes, right? Even that last patch. Even though the last patch was obviously it was genuinely huge for Jamie and Ryu. They're not gonna suddenly be catapulted up to like your Ken or your JPs where a lot of people are seeing them. But I am excited to see the freshen up thing. And it's funny. My general mental timeline for fighting games in terms of how they used to work and whatnot was that Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 came out 8 months after Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Yeah. And I always have to remember, that's how patch cycles used to work. How long was vanilla Street Fighter 4 out for, actually, before Super?
I think it might have been about like a year or so. Testing my memory, but I think it was about a year.
Ooh, that's going to be your bet, a year?
Yeah.
Let's see. Vanilla Street Fighter 4 release date. It was released in Japan on July 18th, 2009.
Mm-hmm.
Super Street Fighter 4 release dates. Okay, July 18th, 2000... That is not Super. Super Street Fighter 4... April 10th. Is that real?
April 10th.
My goodness.
Which year?
That was April 10th, 2010.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Jesus.
That's like 2 years of Street Fighter 4. That's crazy because I don't think, that was kind of before patch culture. I don't know if they did any changes between then and then, right?
Yeah, those were still the arcade days. You were stuck with that cabinet for as long as they took to make another one.
Exactly, dude. That's 2 whole years of Sagat.
Yeah, two years.
Terrible.
Yeah, people complain about JP and Luke and all that, but imagine 2 years with them instead of 1 year.
Dude, 2 full years of you try to jump in on a guy and he trades DP with you and gets an ultra after and gets like 800 damage and you just go, nice. Spend no meter on that. That's so funny. Yeah, so by comparison, there isn't that much. Like, while there are characters that are definitely stronger at that meta level, there haven't been that many, at a basic, low mid level. The game isn't, a total disaster, I don't think, right? It's not like that kind of situation that, dude, I'll be honest, launch Grand Blue, I think Nier was that character. I was like, you got to do something about Nier. This is every level of play. Holy moly.
Nah, this is definitely one of those games, though, where the lower end of the character cast is still winning things. We saw players like Hibiki make Lily look viable. Even in this bracket right now, I see Julman's name, who just won West Coast Rumble last night, and then I think was also in 9 Moons and made grand final. So people are definitely grinding with their specialist characters and making things happen with them. So everyone's viable. Just certain people have a little more of an uphill climb than others.
For sure. And I mean, I will be with the general, like, I'll drink the juice here in terms of I think that E-Honda probably needs to go in the lab. They need to put that man under and do some work on him because he just fundamentally is so weird. Like, obviously, dude, I was going to say, like, if there's any, you know how there was the big Sajam Tekken Slam with all the streamers, if any tournament like that happens with Street Fighter, brother, you're picking Honda.
Yep,
like, get in there.
Honda, you're doing headbutts, you're doing butt slams, and the rest is going to be history.
So I think we're just waiting here again for our first match to come up. Should be Dez.
Desmir is a name I've seen a lot in online tournaments. Definitely, like you said, a gamer. There's other names. Air Birdie Man, the Modern Ken, who I think was over in Menace. Played in Genesis, and I think made top 8 over in Genesis.
Oh, really? That's good lore.
I see the Chronicle, KI Legend right there, close to my region. Iron Knit, the master of, I believe he has like 7 or 8 characters in Master, so definitely able to pull out different, matchups depending on who he's facing.
Yeah, it's funny. We get a lot of, because we have genuinely good prizes, while we're waiting here because the match ain't started. And I might as well just say real quick, the prizes we have, and thank you to the wonderful folks, the sponsors, help make all this gosh darn possible. We do be having the Intel processor, it'd be an i5. We got a Seasonic power supply, an A-Data external 512 gigabyte SSD for all your storage, glorious keyboard, and a glorious mouse, as well as an Xbox PDP controller. All as prizes for folks who do be winning. The way it works is like, first place kind of gets first pick at any of those prizes, and then like second place gets second pick, so on and so forth. So there's real prizes, like there's real reasons to enter. I think it was Jewel Man, I'm so sorry if I'm wrong, who genuinely like built so much of his computer off of like best prizes, and it was like, heck yeah, Jewel Man. That's so funny that Air Birdie Man got top 8. The big rivalry that goes on in these brackets is between Birdie Man and Mashed Potatoes, who is another modern Ken.
Yeah, I've seen them.
And they constantly clash together. It is so funny. And the let me just double check something. But it's obviously gamers, they be here, they be coming out. It's always a great time for anybody who's just watching. If you're not sure if you should jump in, you definitely should. It's always okay. It's wonderful non-factor. Don't you love to see the community coming together?
You're only going to get better with more experience.
For sure. I was now like we're talking about the Street Fighter 4 thing, and I was thinking about Street Fighter 5 life cycle, which I have even like less in the back of my mind. I don't, but then that was more patch culture, right? So they were actually getting like, consistent balance patches. Although I think they still took a long time to actually nerf Chun air lightning legs, right?
Oh yeah, for
like
sure.
I'm pretty sure that was still the game for a long time. Between Chun and Birdie and Vanilla Corinne, like there were so many.
Yeah, that's the one thing with 5 is that they definitely took their time, which is why we had the whole version thing after they said base Street Fighter 5 is all you're ever going to need. So we'll see what Capcom's plan is, at least with 6, if they're going to go the super route or if they're just going to version to it or see how things go with it.
Yeah, I really don't know. It feels like in some ways we as a society have kind of moved on past like just naming it a new version. I feel like they would only actually say like Street Fighter 6 Gamer Edition for the gamers would be like if they introduce a new mechanic, right? That would be when they would maybe add some sort of new modifier to the title. So, when I was just talking about this earlier with a friend of mine, and we were talking about potential changes to the Akuma patch, and they said they want to see a mechanic that just takes 20 drive gauges for some reason.
Yeah,
like that's just the number programmed in. It costs 20, and I was just like, it's drive blast, some sort of just shoot a big laser
damage on block.
So 70% on block, but takes 20 drive gauges. You wouldn't burn out for a second. It's not coming back.
Yeah. And there will be people who use it because that's one thing that I do enjoy about Street Fighter 6, even though people say it's gotten stale. There are, I call them drive gauge demons, who will spend it as soon as they get it, or will spend the entire thing to try to get that 60%. Because I think playing with the lead in this game is more important than probably knowing your neutral, knowing your combos. Is get that lead and make someone have to play around you. So if anything like that ever get introduced, there will be someone who's going to be burning it every time.
Like, oh my gosh, wait, name is escaping me. Hold on. Okay, Pop Quiz. Very good Marvel 3 player, plays Luke. No other Prodigy.
Yeah, there you go.
Noah is the biggest example of that dude is burned out 3 seconds into every round. I remember ICFC was basically just Noah in top 3, just speed running burnout as far as they could. I mean, which is I feel like that's like specific playstyle of Luke got a little bit hurt because of the level 1 nerf, which is actually like pretty noticeable, right? Like it is significantly worse at beating fireballs. And also the crouch medium punch nerf does make Luke like less of a god in burnout in a way of just controlling the ground game. So like I feel like that was a slight nudge to try to make his drive gauge matter a little bit more. You know what's so funny is we talk about all this and then like a jury still won the Millie. So I don't really know if any of us know anything actually.
Yeah, who knows? That's the funniest part, because I was at Capcom Cup when it was happening, and I looked to my friend like as soon as the event ended, and I'm just like, people are really starting to let juries slide in like the lower A, higher B tier, and I'm just like, that's the $1 million character who beat Luke. So what do we know?
Dude, that was so funny. And then the fact that they were like, and you get to come to this big event, and they were like, bro, the VTuber festival's that weekend, I can't go. That was the most Chad move I've potentially ever seen.
Did you happen to see Uma's quote in a recent interview about like his whole experience at Capcom Cup?
I did not. Give me the lowdown.
Basically, like the final quote that everyone's running with on Twitter is, he said, "I didn't want to work, so I won." And I was like, that's the most legendary FGC quote of all time. I don't want a day job. I have to win the $1 million. There's no other option.
True. Absolutely true, dude. That's the the whole meme about all the characters getting put in the McDonald's outfit. I mean, that's so funny. I don't want to work. I had to win. Oh my God. Dude, I'm not going to lie. There was a part of me that, I don't know if anybody else felt this, but once it was like actually making drive rush checks for $1 million, I was like, video games are pretty silly. Yeah. Like, this is a high stakes match to be making little gamer decisions. Like, you are EXDPing for $1 million.
Yeah. That's the big question. Like, will you wake up DP for $1 million?
That was so funny. Like, every mistake was like, that's it, man. It could have been the Millie. It's so scary. So we're going to be getting a different match. It seems like our lovely first player here having some technical difficulties. So thanks everybody for bearing with us. How's everybody doing? Hope everyone's having a great little Sunday. If you are indeed, I was just had to double check to make sure it was Sunday. My internal clock is so fried. Everyone's having a great little Sunday. You know, while we're just sitting here installing for time, local card shop opened up near me, which is fun. I feel like as people in the FGC, locals of any variety are exciting. You go in a place and it's dedicated to gaming stuff. So that's always, I was very stoked to see it. And it's funny because it opened up inside of the mall near me, which I feel like New Jersey is the only state in the only landmass in maybe the whole world where something can open up in a mall and the mall isn't just slowly dying.
Yeah, that's the funniest part. We have so many malls here, like in the Central California area, they're just ghost towns. There's a food court and there's like a couple of spots you want to hit, but it is like the most like unappealing places you can be. But there are a few nooks and crannies. We have some card shops and stuff like you're saying over there that we host local events at. So they're holding on by a thread, but as long as we got a spot to play, right?
It was so funny because this is like a real interaction that happened. I was in a Hot Topic, long story, but there was this dude who walked in with his family, and he was like this older guy, and I overheard him talking to like the clerk working. Oh my God! Wait, do we have a match? Already? Getting in there, just like it. Never mind that story. We'll get back to it. I'm more excited to talk about fighting games. It looks like we're going to be having DS Advocate?
Yes, and Restless Gambler.
Restless Gambler. It's a good tag.
Familiar with any of these two?
No.
All right, well, we're in for a surprise.
I see Ed, though, and I think I see Jamie. I see the good old... Oh, wait, no, sorry. Advocate. I think that's De Chronicle.
Oh, okay.
I could be terribly mistaken. Let me double check here. Restless Gambler is indeed Restless Gambler.
Okay.
Wait, is DS Advocate Barbar? No. It is DS Advocate. Sorry. So I don't think it's the Chronicle. I think this is sorry. I'm so sorry for misqualifying you. It looks like it is indeed DS Advocate. All I've got for you about this, okay, I'm here with the live player intel report here. Their avatar is Gengar.
Right on.
So that's all. That's it. That's all I got.
Well, at least we get a journey into the unknown together. Ed, one of those characters who I think is kind of on the lower end of the tier list, doesn't really, I tell everyone, he doesn't play Street Fighter 6 the same way other characters do. He's kind of got more of a hit and run style than that rushdown Street Fighter 6 is really known for. So we'll see if D's Advocate can show us a little something different here.
However, consider Sam medium kick, pretty good button.
Yeah. That's one thing. It does have that lingering hitbox, but as far as a poke, it's one of the best in the game.
It's one of the, he now joins the tier that only Guile was in previously, where no matter where he blocks Jamie's sweep, he can punish it with stand medium kick, which is a genuine privilege to have in this game. So here we go. Some Ed and Jamie. What a weird matchup. Just kind of a matchup of freaks. What a group name from Restless Gambler, by the way. There we go, going on in there. Gets the same medium punch meaty, so that's going to be a quick little target combo and just drive rushing in. The overhead, that is going to be met with the EXDP on Wake Up. A little bit of whiff on the EX dive. Not too bad. Okay. That's probably one of Jamie's best checks.
Restless Gambler getting those drinks very early right now. One thing I was saying earlier with the Ed stick and run style, you kind of want to get in Jamie's face and stop those drinks from happening, because he does turn into an entirely different character once he has those.
And that is going to be enough to kill. I mean, obviously, the jump medium kick, crash medium kick, not the most optimal thing to get off the jump in, but the damage buff off those drinks is going to be so disastrously huge. And that, like you had just said, if you're trying to zone Jamie, you got to kind of crowd him just a little bit, because if he's too far away and he gets a free drink, it's so disastrous. That is a clean punish to that. That is interesting.
All right, here gets the grab, gets the extra drink in. Oh, great DP there from D's Advocate.
That is going to be a quick level 4. The plus frames, not challenging, not biting.
Yeah, looking like D's Advocate right now is having a bit of a hard time establishing neutral, trying to stick those buttons out, but not getting much off of it.
Okay. Random drive impact in neutral is going to work out here. Restless Gambler, again, tried and true. Drive rush, heavy punch, my beloved.
Right, great air-to-air there. Restless Gambler getting things going, and another DP to go ahead and break monotony.
Oh, yeah, it is close enough. Level 3. Oh, my God. Are you actually dead?
Yeah, let's see if he has.
It's going to be burnout. Will we see a reset and do a drive impact? Nah, just goes for the Maximal. A throw or anything will do it. Goes for the cross up. This is a little scary, and there's a drive impact reset. Gonna be able to take it there. Restless Gambler with the game 1.
Yeah, it looks like D's Advocate was struggling, like I said, to take neutral there. Kind of got himself walked back into the corner a little bit. See if he stops Restless Gambler this time from getting those drinks in so early.
Ooh, and that's the buff non-factor.
Yep, you gotta love that. I believe you get a meaty standing medium kick after that now?
Yes, especially in the corner, it's very dangerous because it will just counter hit you if you try to go for like a jab. Very powerful option. It gives Jamie, like, honestly, I think one of the scariest kind of throw loopy situations, because he is actively getting his win condition while doing it. He's not just damaging you.
Yeah, it's one of those characters I'm very much looking forward to in Season 2 if they give him a little bit of extra work, because he's starting to turn in more of a viable character.
And that's going to be that, yeah. Even if that was a potential EXDP on Wake Up, that is the safe jump setup off the light break. Dude, you can't let him slurp. My man is slurping.
Great air-to-air there from D's Advocate. Still trying to stick those buttons out, and a perfect parry from Restless Gambler.
It's going to be a quick level 4, man. I don't know if... I feel like you need to have a certain fear of God in you for Jamie hitting level 4. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be like, uh-oh.
All right, well, level 3 on deck. Chooses not to burn it there. That might have been able to set up the game. And D's Advocate has a chance answering back.
Oh, and just going back to the full screen zoning, but I mean, dude, that quick little interaction earlier with the double heavy palm did so much damage. I don't know what the comeback looks like here, but they get the throw.
Does have that critical art on deck. Might be able to go for the kill. Has full drive gauge. Just has to find that hit, but now it's going to be one hit. And he finds the low forward to close it out.
Yeah, just a little bit of the old shimmy dimmy, the walk back, walk forward, crouch medium kick. Dude, Jamie in slow-mo. Whoa, the glamour shots. Why is it going so slow? We got Baywatch Jamie at the very end there. So that's going to be a quick 2-0 there from good old Restless Gambler. showing off again the strengths of Jamie that have kind of always been there, where even if you are a zoner type character like Ed can be, you got to stay close to him. And I mean, the good thing about Ed in that matchup is that Sam Eating Kick is one of the biggest drink deterrents of all time. Where if he tries to take a swing, you just Sam Eating Kick drive rush and destroy him, and he's very upset. But the not like that, but whatchamacallit, Gambler there proving the powerful side of it, right? Where if you let him get too far away and he's getting free drinks, it just gets so bad so quick. So very well played there from the good old Restless Gambler.
Yep, he will be moving on. I don't think he has an opponent yet. Do you know who we have up next?
I'm taking a peek. I think we're still looking around here. Okay, so interesting news in terms of a bracket shakeup. It looks like Air Birdie Man unfortunately had to take a DQ.
Tough.
So Air Birdie Man is going to be out of the bracket. That does mean that Restless Gambler and D's Advocate is going to be moving on through. Restless Gambler is going to be moving through. D's Advocate is going to be dropping down to the loser side. So they're definitely not out of it just yet. Let me take a peek at this yonder bracket. Barbar did move on there over the Air Birdie Man DQ. Barbar with the LFG tag. That is pretty funny. Wonder what that means. It looks like Simply Ego took it over. I'm gonna say Gutter Freak 87. Took the big 2-0, moving on there. Mashed Potatoes currently sitting in the winner's corner final. They're gonna be fighting the winner between Jewel Man and the Chronicle. And then as we saw earlier, so Restless Gambler is gonna be moving on here to fight Barbar. Barbar is likely going to be with the Ken. If I had to guess, Barbar, very strong opponent. Definitely someone to be scared of. I look like there's some people in the bracket I definitely don't recognize. I see Archangel hanging out on the lower side of the bracket. They're going to be going up here against TKS Sagu. And then we've got Kenzo and Iron Knit.
Alrighty.
This has been your bracket update brought to you by Coffee.
Yeah, there's a few names there. I'm surprised they're losing. I don't even know if it's Gutter Freak or Guitar Freak, a very strong Zangief player. He's knocked me out of a few brackets. Surprised to see him get 2-0'd there. Simply Ego looking strong. So
yeah, I went with Gutter Freak, and I greatly apologize if it's actually Guitar Freak.
I wasn't sure which one it was. I was like, I'll add him on Discord, and I'm like, in my head, I like to say things out loud as I'm typing, and I'm just like, Gutter Freak is a kind of a weird thing to call someone, but I'm not gonna judge.
Jamie Too Sick after the buff says Restless Gambler. Dude, I mean, I've been a Jamie fan. This is a known thing. I'm biased towards all Jamie players. I'm a Jamie enthusiast.
Respect.
But dude, the Jamie buffs really, really helped him just feel more real. Before it felt like the thing with Jamie is I understand people who get very, very frustrated about Jamie because even if you think he's a little weaker, the way in which Jamie can win games and be dominant can be so annoying. Sometimes you just get swept 4 times. Yeah. And you just go, I hate video games. Right? And it's totally understandable. But now, they do a cheeky confirm into a level 1 and they get a drink in the corner. It's like, oh my gosh, he's doing things. He's not just wandering back and forth and trying to sweep me.
Yeah, Jamie players themselves just kind of throw reckless abandon away sometimes, and a lot of them are lab monsters. They have those cheeky resets and certain setups that you're not necessarily ready for because it is a character that's not really played on a higher level. For
sure. So next up is going to be, to answer your question, Non-Factor, it's going to be Mashed Potatoes going up against the winner of Jewel Man and the Chronicle, which again is that is a high stakes match. That is a barn burner. Secretly big one. Looks like the Chronicle may be taking a DQ here. Jewel Man potentially moving on to fight Mashed Potatoes. We did have a little bit of a reschedule between last time and this time. So I understand if there's a little bit of a DQ situation in the early on, just because I believe we carried over the same bracket. But that just means we're gonna get to see some gosh darn good high level Street Fighter that much sooner. We're barreling towards the end of this bracket, Non-Factor.
Love to see it.
So it looks like it's gonna be Mashed Potatoes, Jewel Man. These two have fought quite a bit in these brackets. Am I horribly, please correct me if I'm terribly wrong. I feel like I always mix folks up. Jewel Man is the Honda player, right?
Yeah, Jewel Man is the Honda player.
The premier
Honda
player. The man that I always make fun of because they have the DQ timer 1. Dude, the DQ timer is actually the strongest opponent.
Undefeated.
We got to do something about that guy. That is just crazy. You know what's something that we take so for granted in the fighting game community? Card games have the wackest time rules ever for who wins if time runs out. And like it's one of those things that makes me look at fighting games as a hobby and go like, God, we just don't have to worry about that. Like you just play the game and usually it's pretty quick. There's exceptions, like, you know, Smash Ultimate games can take 48 minutes. But like if you're just playing some Street Fighter, it's like an upper bound of like 10 minutes or so at worst. Like you know how long it's gonna take. And just like other hobby things don't have that.
All right, well, let's get into it. Jewel Man and Mashed Potatoes. I believe we are already at winners quarter final.
Here we go. The Honda, as you said. You said it, not me.
Yeah, I will back that any day of the week. And right now we see him walking Mashed Potatoes down to the corner right now. Last time I saw him play, he was kind of taking things a little more passive, but he's known for his aggression. So let's see if he turns it on right here.
Quite funny to me that Mashed Potatoes representing the Budokai Discord.
Respect.
We love to see it. So what's funny about these butt slams, Mashed Potatoes not getting the perfect parry punish. It almost feels like Jewel Man was doing those just to build back more drive gauge. They were actually very bad on drive gauge there, but butt slam takes so darn long that he gets to recover a lot of drive gauge while doing it.
Very, very optimal. Great wake up DP there from Mashed Potatoes, making the right choice and a perfect parry response from Jewel Man. Might be able to catch the whole thing out here, and he will. Not going to be enough to kill, but he's going to put Mashed Potatoes into burnout.
Oh, and you know, dude, have some beef, the loaded mashed potatoes. It's going to be one round here for Jewel Man.
Right, when you least expect it, he always keeps that finger on the trigger, ready for it. Likes to condition his opponent to try to sit there and hold a lot of the mix-up, and he'll end up mixing up that command grab in.
Dude, I didn't know if you were talking about the player or E Honda saying have some beef. I was like, he's back. He's got his finger on the trigger for beef, for sure. Probably one of the most unhinged fighting game lines for me, to be honest.
Oh, for sure.
So I have no idea what he's talking about.
All right, Mashed Potatoes getting the throw loop started, playing the shimmy game.
A little bit of the Jinrai punish counter. Oh, that's so much damage.
Yeah,
he's got that. I think that amount of health that Jewel Man had there was exactly like the little extra health Honda has.
Yeah, very smart there from Mashed Potatoes, not using any of his super meter, holding on to it for the next round. Great wake up again.
Oh, yeah, quick little punish counter here. Gonna be able to rip a lot of drive gauge. And the big old corner carry, love to see it. And that's a punish and a half. Spends a level 3. I'm disgusted. I'm over it. I'm done with it. Do it again.
All right, well, it might be a guess for game situation right here. Let's see what the response is from Jewel Man, finding himself in a bad spot. Watch the drive gauge going down little by little. Another great wake up from Mashed Potatoes to close out the game.
It's an E-Honda player's worst nightmare.
Yeah.
A modern Ken who can just EXDP butt slams very easily. Is it genuine? I talked about this before, but I think Honda has a rougher matchup against a lot of modern characters. Oh my god, that jump back jab burned him out. That was such a harsh punish.
Yeah, he's in Jewel Man's world now, slowly stalking down a spray. A great jump out there from Mashed Potatoes.
Ow. Oh no, the modern DP. It was too quick, boy. He went the wrong way.
Yeah,
jumping away, burning himself out
for his life right now.
Yeah, and it kind of worked out. It's going to be a block on the super, and the huge optimal punish here. The punish counter Tatsu going to be plus enough to get in a continuation. In burnout, the stun. Ow, ow.
Gonna cash out. Let's see if he has the kill combo here. That's gonna go into level 2. That should be it.
Ah, dang. The manual input on the level 2. Oh, no. Mashed Potatoes looking to take this here as fast as he can. Okay, and Jewel Man, like you said earlier, can turn on the aggression. I don't think it gets a lot more aggressive than headbutt, EX headbutt. You gotta be honest with you.
He's known to spend the meter too, as we can see there. Only 1 bar of drive gauge left, but it's working out for him. One more grab, guess for game spot.
Oh!
Yeah, the
what a
exclamation
spacing
point.
trap. The exclamation point. My man got punctuation on that one.
Yeah, it seems like both these players right now have no interest in playing any kind of neutral. It's going to be my way or the highway.
Now this is modern fighting game.
Oh, Jewel Man has that level 3. Can make something happen with it.
Oh, the jab to the drive rush. I think this is enough.
Yeah, that
it's
should
definitely
be
enough. He's so dead. The 1-1. That was actually so tight. It's pretty rare that you see like sort of the jab thrown out with a drive rush cancel, because obviously it'll come out on whiff too. So that was like a pretty hard call out in that situation. Gonna be able to tie it up 1-1.
Yeah, Dual Man starting to cook right now. One thing I would like to see from Mashed Potatoes is try to get back to neutral and establish that fireball a little bit. I was saying earlier, it's been kind of that my way or the highway situation, and it's been back and forth so far.
That's going to be huge. Damahe on that. The neutral jump heavy kick. Oh, and the beat the exclamation point once again. Wait, there's no exclamation point on that. I've been lied to by you. Wait a minute.
All right, great anti-air choice there from Dual Man. Mashed Potatoes finding themselves in the corner one more time. Super low on drive gauge earlier. There he goes. Took my advice, standing back, trying to throw the fireballs, but it's not working out for him right now. Dual Man's still on the attack, has the level 2 ready.
Dude, that's the worst feeling when you're like, he should do this. Oh no, he's doing it. I'm so sorry.
It was me. I did it.
Oh! Huge whiff punish there, but has to spend the level 2. This does mean he's going down to the last round here with just almost like 1 bar of meter. Has to compete with Jewel Man here, fully loaded.
Yeah, I got to spend it to see another round right now. Let's see if he takes things a little more passive, but as I say that, he turns green and gets in.
And it's green, he's verde. Ow.
Playing some footsies and another bait on the DP. This is going to be big damage if he chooses to catch this out. It looks like he will, spending all of his drive gauge, and Mashed Potatoes is going to be in a world of trouble once this animation is over.
Dude, that wasn't just cash out. That was foreclosed. That is, I do not want to come back here anymore.
That one.
That did so much damage.
All right, Mashed Potatoes has a chance here. If he goes for that meaty DI setup on Wake Up, he will. He has an opportunity to turn the tide here.
Okay, hold up. That being said, 1 EX headbutt here from Jewel Man easily could spell the end of it. Just taking back some space. Gonna get the EX DP on reaction. The man is modern. Uh-oh.
Still has super on deck. Just needs 1 hit to close it out. Gets the jab. That's gonna convert into the Jinrai, and Mashed Potatoes steals it. Taking it 2-1.
That was great stuff. I definitely think, Jewel Man sent it. That's one of those situations where you do the EX butt slam and you're just like, this will be good. Generally apply pressure, and you get DP'd and you're like, damn it, he's modern. I forgot. Immediately on reaction. Very, very well played there from both players. Also, just in bracket update, Barbar did indeed take it 2-0 over the Restless Gambler. So Jamie is going to be going down to the loser side of the bracket. Restless Gambler is going to be going up against the Gutter Freak. If they are a Geef player, like you said,
yes,
I gotta say, Geef Jamie is still one of the worst matchups, I think, in this game, and it sure got worse. It is not better. Holy moly. But we'll see how that goes. Gutter Freak, I'm sure, got that dog in him. So right now we've got Barbar chilling in the winner's semifinal side, and then we're going to be seeing Mashed Potatoes moving on as well. So I do believe that is 2 Kens. We got a Clásico and we got a Moderno on the semifinal side. Simply Ego is going up here against Desnir, who, as you mentioned earlier, Desnir, kind of a world traveler, always shows up in these online brackets. And then we've got Iron Knit and TKS Sagu. Not familiar with Sagu.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that name around too much, so got a bit of a mystery. See if he surprises us.
All right. This is my investigative work. I'm doing investigations on all the players tonight. This is the thing I'm doing because there's so many new names. But Sagu, this is the lore I got. Their name on Discord is Midwest Boxer Sagu. Their avatar, I think, is that boxer guy from that boxer manga. That is also a boxer anime that people like, and I don't know what that one. You know which one I'm talking about,
yeah,
right?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
This is all I got for you. So maybe an Ed player, question mark?
I would love to see it, because that is another character that Iron Knit also got to master, so we'll see if we get a little mirror match.
Ooh, that'd be really funny, actually. Please don't whiff punish my Sam Medium. I'm begging you. Right, yeah, Ed is a really interesting character. I really like watching Momochi play Ed, but definitely a freak. Definitely a weirdo.
Yeah. It's, like I said, it seems like he doesn't want to play Street Fighter 6 the way that all the other characters do. So it takes it takes a certain kind of player to, get that character kind of at that higher competitive level.
Yes, I think so for sure. Definitely takes a lot of effort, and it's so funny because of how different it is than Ed in Street Fighter V, right? Where like Ed in Street Fighter V was such a like obviously meant to be a very simple character, and towards the end of that game, it's so funny because he was pretty bad for most of that game's lifespan, and then just like suddenly all the buffs caught up to him for what feels like at the same time, and it was like, oh. Damn it, a stand medium kicks +7. Like, it was just like, all of a sudden everyone realized, like, oh, this guy's a menace. So I'm happy they, like, reworked him so heavily, just because I think a lot of people kind of got frustrated with that towards the end of Street Fighter V. And now he has cool German rap theme, which people seem to like a little bit more than him breaking out of his cage. I gotta say, I'm a cage enjoyer. Though.
I'm a cage enthusiast.
Yes! We found the only other commentator who likes that song.
Yeah, also too, giving him motion inputs, I think has kind of opened the doors to a lot of players playing him, because I know the modern thing in Street Fighter V is a huge turnoff, so it's cool to see people kind of adopt the character, not as, you know, like the oddball as he used to be. He's more beloved now.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, it's so funny, like, looking back on Ed as a character design, where it was like, it's just so odd looking back on the Street Fighter V decisions, because it's like, it feels like Street Fighter V was a game that was constantly at war with itself being a great game. Like, they made like a lot of great decisions that I think were awesome. Like, I think I love Seth in that game. Seth is such a cool character to play. It is like so fun and so different. And then you see like Poison EX Heart Raid, and you're like, why did you do that? Why is that like it was such a derpy game, especially by the end.
Yeah, it definitely has its charm. I think it's gonna be looked at as more of like a Third Strike kind of entry, you know, in a couple of years.
I think so. It'll be interesting to see if any of these like modern games really get legs on them anymore to that degree. We're now like in this weird era, it feels like, where there's like the boomer games, and then there's like this glut of weird games in the middle. Yeah. Like, that aren't quite new and they're not quite old. Like, I don't know, man. Are people really gonna be like, dude, boot up Dengeki Bunko? Like, is that going to be a thing that happens? Like...
Yeah. Funny enough, I was at a local event, and there was like a modded arcade cabinet, and everyone there was like starting to play Street Fighter EX, and I was like, I have not seen this game since I was like maybe 10 years old. But here's 20 people around one arcade cabinet losing their minds.
Dude, my true story, at the last combo breaker I went to, I won $7 in a money match playing Sonic the Fighters.
Oh, we take those.
And I had never played that game before in my life, and I fought this one dude in it. It was so funny. There was like this whole crowd formed. Everybody was hooting and hollering. But like, that's the weird thing too, is it's going to be, you know, at least with arcade machines and stuff like that, it's a little easier to play those classic games. Yeah. But when you have these weird games that were like only on a PS3, it's like, who's dragging the PS3 out to locals?
Yeah, guys, come over. Let's unbox my Dreamcast, and we'll get a couple of the sticks that work for it. Everything will be fun.
I think when Yipes had the big Marvel 2 tournament at his house, I think that was on Dreamcast.
Yeah, I love watching those tournaments where a lot of the older heads come out, because they'll still sit crisscross applesauce on the floor with their stick how they used to back in the day, and that right there just warms the heart.
Dude, it's the best when you're watching like old Evo footage where there's just so many players sitting on the floor on the stage at Evo. It's like, God, this is the best.
Yeah. Someone's got to bring it back.
So it looks like we've got the Midwest Boxer. They are indeed on the Ed.
Right on.
It's gonna be the big Master Ed. I'm so glad to see it. It's like that. It always reminds me of people who, you know, it's like you play Monster Hunter and someone joins your party and they're named like Guts from Berserk, and they're playing like Insect Glaive and they're a little girl, and it's like, I've been cheated, I've been lied to, get out of my sight. And so it's like, you know, when someone is like named the Midwest Boxer and they're playing Ed, I'm like, good.
Yeah. All right, that is TKS Sagu, right?
Sagu is Midwest Boxer.
Okay.
And then we've got good old on the other side. We've got Iron Knit. They're going to be with the Cammy.
Yeah, another character I didn't even know that he had in the toolkit.
Pulling him out.
All right, see if it's a counter pick. Not too familiar with this matchup. Not something you see too often.
I honestly, I'm not gonna. I don't think anybody loses credit for not knowing random Ed matchups still, because it's like, unless you specifically have gotten him to master, like, how much have you studied these matchups?
All right.
Okay, Yasioki.
Yeah, it seems like Iron Man wanted to pick a character that can kind of rush down, because Ed is one of those players who are characters that probably has some of the worst defense in Street Fighter 6, so Iron Man's trying to take full advantage of that.
Yeah, there you see it, right? The safe light, not even going to be able to... What a funny combo to kill him. But yeah, his DP still lightable. in order to make it safe against it. So, like you said, definitely weaker defense. And also, stand medium kick is going to be such a liability in this matchup.
Yeah, it's definitely a double-edged sword for Ed. It's going to be his main poke, but also the main thing you can get punished.
Oh, not quite close enough to try to dash forward desperately to get out of the corner.
Yeah, Ironhead's on the attack right now. Has a level 3 ready.
Nice, the spacing trap. I love the medium kick target combo and then the spacing trap after. It's such like it's like disorienting because it's like something that doesn't. That's the kind of thing where if you only look at frame data numbers, you don't realize how strong stuff like that can be.
All right, Ironhead finds himself in burnout. Let's see if Sagu burns something here. Chooses not to. Puts himself in burnout in the process.
Holding on to it. Oh no, missed the dive kick. The Cami Classic sailed into space.
Yeah, that's going to be a critical art, and Ironhead's going to be able to close out the second round, taking a 1-0 lead over Sagu. It just seemed like he was getting walked down to the corner and just couldn't figure out how to get back to the middle of the screen.
Important update. Gunner Freak has indeed taken it over Restless Gambler 2-0. Restless Gambler going to be going out loser's bracket. Thanks very much for playing Restless Gambler. But yes, there we go. So Ironhead's going to be able to take the one here. Will we see potentially a swap here from Sagu? Wow, this is a weird pause. There's actual still physics happening.
I was thinking it. I didn't want to be the one to point it out, but you know.
What?
All right, back to
That's so crazy. Did you know that? Did you think it happened?
I did. That's the first time I've seen it. If we see
maybe seeing a swap. Potentially.
All right, looks like something's going on there. What were you seeing from Ironhead that you saw kind of got him the victory there?
That's an excellent question, Non-Factor. As you'll see in my dissertation. No, I think it's that's one of those things. Oh, it was a weird disconnect. Okay, I appreciate you saying that, Ironhead. Yeah, that was I've never seen a disconnect in that phase in the disconnect. That's so interesting. So I think you know, the on the label sort of thing there from Ironhead is like stand medium kick being such a liability is genuinely just gonna be a problem, right? The fact that every dive kick flies in. But Ed also honestly has weird anti-airs. They're like not easy to bust out at a moment's notice. And I think that's gonna definitely make it like, what are you doing? Just throwing a heavy kick in neutral to try to stop her from like dive kicking at you. But I mean, and also frankly, the frugalness, right? Not burning any resources towards the end there to get that W, I think definitely cost them a little bit. They ultimately had to go back to neutral against a fully loaded Cami, and I think that's a tough draw. Like, what are you going to try to do? Throw a fireball at her?
Yeah, that's why I want to see if he has another character in the pocket, because that, like I said, it's got to be one of the trickier matchups for Ed there. It's a character that wants to stay away, keep you at base, take out that standing medium, and Cami is going to be one of those rush down characters. But it looks like we are back good to go.
We're back. Back, baby. Just a weird disconnect. No character swap. Gonna be sticking with the old Ed. Yeah, I mean, we didn't see any of the level 2 shenanigans, right? Some of the most executionally demanding stuff in the game. You know, the only thing I'm wondering right now is Ironhead is in the JoJo's Bizarre FGC. Do they actually play Heritage? Are we queuing up? What are we doing? Busting out the who are you busting out here? The pet shops, Cactoins? What are we playing?
Shot the broken pet shop.
You say broken pet shop, you gotta remember Cactoin's also banned.
Yeah.
That's like the unsung hero of that game. But here we go. Anyway, sorry. Ironhead is currently one up over Sagu. Going to be able to bring him over to the corner. Gets a DP combo.
Yeah, putting on the pressure again. Sagu finds himself a side switch out of there. Good damage.
Okay. Oh, what a perfect parry. Dude, I got to say, Ironhead's perfect parries have been really devastating for Sagu. It's really been just a huge interrupt on all of his offense.
All right, here comes
level
2. Where's he got for us? Walk 2, tries to go for a crowd trap, doesn't work.
Oh, no punish. Oh, wait, no. He couldn't punish. He was in burnout.
Yeah.
Oh, that was actually a billion IQ play there from Ironhead. That drive reversal was safe as houses. That was just the guaranteed stop hitting me button.
All right, well, it's all Ironhead right now. Still has a level 2 on deck. Should have level 3 and just one more combo.
Okay. Nice stand fierce. Guess a little side swap.
All right, so what do you have? Offensive side still has a level 1 on deck. Ironhead looking a little low on drive gauge right now.
Oh, that is a brutal stand heavy kick to hit by. We are now Burnout Gaming. Cami, definitely a character I feel like that is pretty functional in Burnout.
Yeah. That's going to be hard for her to function here. Here comes a level 2. Can get a lot of chip damage off of this.
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, no, just gets hit by it. You're so dead.
Yeah, it had to be one of those situations where your brain just kind of gets overloaded, not sure exactly what to do there.
Oh, my God. Okay, and then talking about overloaded, we are now just starting with EX Hooligan. I'm done pretending to play neutral. I'm over it.
All right, great jump there from Sagu, going back to neutral.
Oh, what a whip punish off that crouching medium kick. And look at this, dude. Sagu almost having the level 2.
Yeah, doing a good job of
Nice
turning on the pressure now.
Carry on the drive impact. Takes their turn after. Going to be a big side swap. A level 3 here will kill. The question is, will Sago just try to spend the level 2 to get something going? Gets the hit. Should be able to clean it out up here. And that is going to be a draw ball game. 1-1.
Yeah, it looks like he's a little frugal with the meter there, but it worked out for him either way. See if he changes it up going into the last game.
Oh, happened again.
Oh, wow. That's the Ed bug.
Dude, look at the coat jiggling. Well, I guess, wait, no, he's kind of more standing still.
Yeah.
Cammy was jiggling. I don't know why he's saying the game weird, man.
Yeah, not sure what's been going on with online lobbies. There were some issues I was having yesterday too, but as long as those get cleaned up, we get right back into it.
We'll be right back into it. You know what it is. Good job, LFGC, there with the LOL what? That's such a boomer phrase.
Yeah, I look like Sagu that game was doing a better job of trying to putting on the pressure because that defensive style was definitely not working out for him, and also had some level 2 stuff to show us. Sorry, one more time.
Were you typing "I'm a millennial" into that search box and then you just backspace a million times? I see what you're saying back there. Boomer detected. Yeah, Iron It chilling out here. Keep playing forever. True. We should just keep playing.
Yeah.
Just keep it going.
All right.
You know what's funny is I did say the level 2 was definitely like we didn't see any, and that's definitely one of Ed's like strongest features. And then like they won the game where they did 2 of them, and it's like, oh, look at that.
Yeah, it definitely looked like it was something he was holding for those burnout situations because it does a lot of chip damage when someone's in burnout.
That does so much chip, and you're not even counting about Ed going behind it and hitting you with it.
Yeah.
Dude, what did he say in 5 when he did it? He said something really funny.
Oh man, you're gonna test my memory right now.
He said, "You're on borrowed time,"
there you
and then
go.
he put out the little ball.
Yeah.
And dude, that was such a nightmare because it was such a game over scenario whenever he put it out. It felt so disrespectful. What a mean character.
A BRB. All right. Well, it looks like Boxer is having some issues with something, but we'll go ahead and make it work from there. Game is currently 1-1, I believe, correct?
Eyeball game.
All right.
Yeah, as we said, good old Ed Cammy. You know, it's that easy. Iron It is they picked Zangief.
Yeah. Every time this man switches his character, I see the Master logo on there, and I'm like, there's no way you have another character in Master. I barely got 2. Like as of like 3 days ago, I barely got 2. So Iron is definitely a gamer.
Are they actually switching to Geef? Is this real life?
They might.
They were like, EX Lariat combos and tag me in. That's all we needed. We're gaming now.
Rest in peace, Green Hand.
Dude, it was so funny. I haven't watched it, but I saw the JM Crofts video go up of, was Green Hand a mistake?
Yeah.
And it's like, I didn't even watch it because I mean, like, if you ask me as somebody who's an ancient gamer who played a lot of Street Fighter 4, Green Hand in that game was such a non-functional, stupid move outside of the context where it was a stupid move that probably shouldn't exist.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's so weird to me people have nostalgia for it. And it's like, you have nostalgia for the move that's -8 on hit? Are we talking about the same move here?
Yeah, there's gonna be people in a few years who are nostalgic for what's the move called that no one uses, the mid kick counter.
Tundra Storm.
There you go, Tundra Storm. They're gonna be playing like, bring Tundra Storm back, man. Why do you lose it?
Dude, I mean, like, all I'm saying is that the DJs have been really quiet ever since Tundra Storm worked on their drive impact. They have stayed down. They've basically gone extinct ever since that happened. They were too scared.
Nah, Geef is one of those characters where it's like, he's the king of the useless moves, but everyone gets so excited when you see it. It's like, yeah, Snake Eyes used to use it, but who else was really balling out of control with Green Hand back in the day?
Dude, and this is something I definitely agree with Sajam on, where it's like, have any of you watched old Snake Eyes Street Fighter 4 footage? That is one of the most boring characters ever. And it's like, that is its own type of fun. I like boring fighting game characters when they're just, but like, Dude, you just walk around and hit stand medium punch. There is like nothing else going on.
You don't like 4 crouching jabs is like your most optimal combo possible?
Bro, it's always cracked me up. Oh, let's get in there. We should be good. The Oki is hype. I will give you that. The Oki is funny and hype. But that's kind of like, that's when you're the sicko, you know, in the window in the cartoon when you're watching Street Fighter 4, when you're watching somebody get Oki'd. Nightmare. All right, the final match. For real this time.
All right. Let's do it. It's do or die for both players. Actually, not do or die. I want to go to losers.
Ow. This is winners.
Yeah, it's winners. Yes.
I guess it's not do or die. It's just do.
Yeah, it's just do or don't. I don't know. See you guys, folks. All right, Iron It. Kind of working right now. Tagu finding themselves in the corner. Throw Loop City. Looks like he was going for it.
Yeah. I mean, EXDP will be throw. That is, you know, as crappy of a DP can be against lights and stuff. I mean, you know, having an answer still that says, please don't throw with me. Definitely valuable.
All right, well, both players swinging for the fences. Iron It getting the dub, though. See if Tagu has anything to say about it. Oh,
wow,
great check there.
We hit the wake up stand medium punch. We are gaming. Nice air to air. Gets the Oki.
Yeah, has the level 2 now. See if he decides to use it. Great parry on the drive impact.
That interaction has actually happened several times in this set where they get the forward throw and they try to shoot fireball behind it, and then Iron It just holds up forward. And there they mix it up by dive kicking it in order to make themselves like less vulnerable to airs. That was really smart from Nit.
Oh, the big cash out from Iron It. That's going to go into level 1. Big damage.
Interesting. Oh my goodness gracious. I have to imagine that was just a DP and it got auto-corrected to super, right? Like, you 100% didn't have the... Oh, wait, that was the last one. No, never mind.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Wow, I totally lost track of time there. So that is going to be it there from Iron Nit. They're going to be taking the W over Sagu. Well played to both of you. Sagu going to be dropping down to the loser side of the bracket. That does mean that Iron Nit is going to move on to fight Bar, which means that the winner side of the bracket is Mashed Potatoes, Desnier, Bar, and Iron Nit.
That's a great final 4 right there.
Desnier is the Kim, right? I'm not totally
yes, if my memory serves me well, yes.
Do believe that Dez is on the Kim. I will give respect to it.
Yeah, it's one of those characters where it's another kind of like a specialist kind of character, so you don't really see her too much, but when someone is a killer with Kim, you'll notice it. Yeah,
I mean, Kim has a lot of things that are obviously strong, right? Like, obviously powerful. So once you, and especially Desnier, I'll be honest with you, and Desnier, I say this out of a place of love. Des, you play the most boring Kim I've ever seen in my life, and that's why it works. Des walks back and forth, and it's a medium kick, and gosh darn, is that a good strategy? It is. She's really good at doing that, especially if you have the neutral and the reactions for the hit confirms to make that work. So it looks like we are going to be getting Mashed Potatoes going up here against Desnier, so there should be some Kem into some Ken action. Kimmy Ken.
All right, Mashed Potatoes with that modern Ken. So if we see any of those slides, as if he has the modern reaction to go ahead and DP through him.
Dude, that's the problem, though. Des don't slide. He's just walking back and forth menacingly. I actually think this is a matchup where potentially the modern inputs matter. Like, you don't care about teleports at all, I think is a benefit here. But like, again, Desnier being such a neutral heavy gamer, I think really it cuts the edge off of having to fight a modern person to an extent. It sucks that like it feels like you genuinely can't jump at them, but they're not doing a lot of the very knowledge checky sort of special moves that really get obliterated. They punish.
Yeah, great wake up, get up off of me. Back to neutral, Mashed Potato. Oh, a perfect parry answer.
That all of the damage Mashed Potatoes has taken so far, Factor, has been from perfect parries.
Yeah.
That is depressing. And then they try to do it and get punished counter thrown. Life sucks.
Oh, cheeky reset attempt there. Great block for Mashed Potatoes.
That's it, just trying to get back some drive gauge here.
Yeah.
Camping it up.
Very smart. Desnier has the level 2 on deck and spin it to close around with one more hit, but Mashed Potatoes coming back, turning green.
Nice counter jab, and that is going to be that. Again, Desnier, like, only took that with perfect parries and normals.
Yeah.
Like, they were big chilling. It is so difficult to neutral jump away from Dragon Lash, and you saw that interaction happen just there. Yeah, and you see the jabs coming out, not letting it happen. Gets the anti-air on the elbow drop. Now having Desnier in the corner. Kenneth masters the rush down. Ooh. What a shimmy dimmy. Oh! Life sucks. I know. Keeping all the meter going down into this last round. Both characters fully loaded. Will Dez try to pop in early level 3 potentially to get the buff? We'll have to see.
That's one thing, Kimberly, as a character, you want to use that level 3 almost as quick as you can because that buff really does change things.
Damn it. That's right. He's plus. I forgot he's the master.
Getting a lot of mileage off the throws right now. Desnier in the corner lands another perfect parry. It's how they were winning that first round.
Dude, they're just playing the WarioWare Mega Micro game there. Trying to parry the Dragon Lashes.
Oh, wait,
that is
level 3.
Yeah, 100% going to work. Going to be able to strip quite a bit of drive gauge here. But more importantly, giving the self that sweet, sweet buff.
All Desnier right now. Mashed Potatoes getting slowly walked back into the corner. The drive gauge is looking a little sparse right now. Does have a level 3 of his own, though.
Yeah, this is still scary. I mean, honestly, the right confirm from Mashed Potatoes here almost kills Dez, right? Like,
Desnier playing a game of chicken right now, trying to see if he can get Mashed Potatoes to flinch.
Potatoes does flinch, but
low on the drive gauge again, throwing the fireball, trying to get things built up a little bit now at critical art. And a reaction. He's away.
Flame. A frame too late on that drive impact, and you lose for it. Dude, unfortunately, you have failed the WarioWare micro game.
That is Street Fighter 6 at its purest right there.
Oh, that is so unfortunate. They were tweaking. They were looking exactly for that, but they were just a frame or two too late. You know, for the longest time, Skills, I thought the lyrics was she left me roses on the stand, and I thought she, like, stood him up at his wedding or something. This may sound silly, but I just never looked up the actual lyrics, and then somebody, like, yelled at me, was like, it's stairs. That doesn't make any sense. And I was like, oh.
In my canon, it made perfect sense, and the song's a complete tragedy after that.
Yeah, right.
All right, back in neutral. Desnier playing a little patient right now.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, he's been hitting those pretty solidly, about like 90% success rate. Great anti-air there for Mashed Potatoes. Desnier kind of stuck in the corner.
Oh, this is so scary. Dez trying to... that stand heavy kick was a really interesting choice there as a potential counter poke. What an unfortunate drop. Mashed Potatoes. That is going to be a level 1 on reaction, and you're dead. Oh, my God. Great stuff there from Dez.
Desnier is the modern reaction right there.
Hold on, we gotta ask the gutter freak if it's gutter or is it guitar.
There you go. Yeah, I need answers on that one.
Is it guitar freak or gutter freak? I'm asking. I'm getting to the bottom of this chat. The world may never know. God dang it! Then you a gutter freak. I don't know what to tell you. You are of the gutter. Oh, what a setup into the can. That's going to be an EX extension. Are they going to hold the meter here potentially to try to get a level 3? It looks like they are. Dez is up right now in terms of round and general momentum.
No, Mashed Potatoes trying to start the fireball game. Blowing things down a little bit. Misses a DP. That's going to be a big punish. Straight into the level 3. This should be enough to kill.
That's the problem with your modern DPs. They don't aim manually anymore. Tend to go wide. Kimberly, win. You hope Kim gets played next season. She's cool. Yeah, I mean, again, she's the kind of character that I think does work at, like, with Desnier's playstyle. I just think she's not, like, a meta call. I think she can have a rough time against a lot of characters that are super duper strong. What do you think, Non-Factor?
What was that about Kimberly's viability?
Yeah.
I mean, she's one of those characters. It's a kill or be killed type of character. Her defensive options are a little lackluster, especially after the beta when they took away the invincible Katsu. But
which I'm still for.
Yeah.
Don't give her that.
Yeah, she's enough as a freight train as it is. If she gets put in jail, she deserves to stay there because she will definitely not let you out if she gets that opportunity.
I think maybe if she had just like a slightly more of an ability to maybe use like her spray cans for better damage routes, but like mid-screen or something like that, that could actually help her a lot. Because the problem is that it can be death by 1,000 cuts, and this game can be so explosive that it's like she can hit you 100 times, and then Ken does stand heavy punch and you die, right?
Yeah.
Like, whoa, parry on the Dream Impact. Okay, hold on. Desir's not out of this yet. They have a pixel and a dream.
All right, slowly back up. Yeah. Got kind of stuck there. The only option there was to stupor. If they ate that, they were going to either wall splat. If they challenged it, they were going to die. Not enough help for the drive impact there.
So unfortunate.
All right, Mashed Potatoes is sitting on that level 3. Can get a huge life lead if he chooses to. I'll throw Loop City.
Big ol' Jinrai gets stuffed by the overhead. Okay. We are doing pressure. Desnir. Drive gauge starting to look a little sus. Life gauge looking even more sus. That overhead did so much damage. And that is going to be a hard no sign on that. A throw or anything here will kill it. Hold on. Desir got the level 3. Hold on, non-factor. Hold up. I know you, non-factor. You were already typing it in the chat. You were saying it's over. It's a wrap. It is not.
Might have to start playing the Guile theme song right now. We might have a comeback here from Desnir. Mashed Potatoes in burnout. Oh, what a strange interaction.
They tried to teleport. They get hit by the Hadouken. That's so funny. Sliding on through. They've got momentum. Burnout is over, though, and that EXTP is going to clean up on that teleport. I respect Dez for just starting to send it at the end there, getting a little more wild with the teleports and stuff. You do have to do that. But Mashed Potato is going to be able to take it 2-1 over Desnir. Very well played.
Great stuff there.
Old potatoes.
Yeah, it seems like Desnir kind of had to like hold off a little bit on throwing out that drive impact. You got to be worried about the wake up level 3 from a modern player. So got kind of caught in between there on her offense.
So that is going to be an advancement there for Mashed Potatoes. They're going to be waiting in the big winners finals, which does mean if and I'm correct, which I suppose I think I am, non-factor FGC. I think we are going to be seeing Barbar against Ironknit next. Like you said, Ironknit's a toolbox man. We don't know what Iron is pulling out. Barbar loves Kenneth Masters. Barbar wishes to be Kenneth Masters.
Respect.
Wishes to marry Kenneth Masters. So, I mean, if I didn't see Kenneth Masters, I'm going to be upset. I don't think I didn't. Like, it's so funny. Just, I'll give everybody some Barbar, like, quick, to give you the idea of the type of man Barbar is. Barbar posts cool combos about playing Brian and Tekken and says LFG all caps at all times. Like, they just love their big beefers, and I'm a big fan. So, here we go. Barbar and Ironknit going to be going up here to determine who goes on to fight Mashed Potatoes. Bar Glazers Rise? Why are we Glazers? Why is that the fan name from Fire?
Not stands, not fans, Glazers.
Bro, we're glazed.
It's going to be very interesting to see who Ironknit pulls out. I know he has... I have to start putting my fingers up to count with how many characters this guy has. I've seen Blanca, I've seen Cammy, I've seen Geef, I've seen Ed, I've seen Ryu, I've seen Ken, I've seen Guile. Who else? Probably about half the cast at this point. So any counterpick option that is, I'm not sure who exactly is the counterpick to Ken. Maybe JD, maybe someone who could slow things down a little bit.
Dude, I mean, if the second you find the Ken counterpick, brother, you slide that on over to me.
Yeah. I'll make sure I add everyone in chat.
I think just at everyone. I got him. The secret is you be Blanca, only use level 1s.
Yeah,
I will not elaborate further. Yeah, we will see. I think Ironknit is currently wrapping up playing in another tournament.
Right
not uncommon, right? There's always it's so funny, dude, talking because you know, you and me, it sounds like we are ancient eldritch beings in the FGC, right?
Yeah.
Like we've been around for a minute. It's so funny how nowadays, like before, it was like if someone played an online tournament, you were just like, okay, was it fun? But now it's like there's so many legitimate online tournaments happening at the same time.
Yeah.
It's so interesting and different.
Yeah,
it has like such a different connotation.
It's surprising, man. A lot of these online tournaments too, they're putting up, as we see here at LANFest, putting up a lot of good prizes, a lot of nice amounts of cash. So it's definitely a hobby that can get you a little extra something if you're an online tournament demon.
Meanwhile, back when we were first running the tournaments for the SageAm Discord, to make it help, this was right at the start of quarantine, which is when, generally online stuff was picking up more than anything else. But we were starting to, in order to help it feel like a real local, right? We were all role playing that it was a local taking place at a Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
And we were playing on one of the menu monitors behind the cashier. Like they let us use that for the Street Fighter setup.
Yeah.
And again, it's so funny that nowadays, again, it's so much more normalized. Like it's just such a different vibe to it.
Nah, it's cool too because you get to interact and see a lot of players that you wouldn't normally. There's a few people who played like in West Coast Rumble that I run, but like other online tournaments that I've seen and stuff that I finally got to meet in person when I went down to SoCal for Capcom Cup. So it's kind of cool, you know what I mean? You build online friendships and all those different things. The FGC is in a really good spot thanks to online tournaments.
Yeah, I mean, it's also, dude, it's just cool that we can actually play online video games.
Yeah.
That just wasn't a thing back then.
Yeah, I'm glad that it works now because there was those days in Street Fighter V where this all seemed like a far-off dream.
Yeah, right. I mean, dude, it's hard to explain to people. Like, what's funny? As a lot of people kind of were, I was pretty broke growing up, so I got my Xbox 360 arcade version.
Nice.
Which it didn't even come with a hard drive. We had to get that separately, but also it didn't have a Wi-Fi card. So I always had to be hardwired when I was playing Street Fighter 4. So it's funny because like if you ask me like, oh, how's Street Fighter 4 online? I would always say it was pretty good because I was playing hardwired, which does genuinely help a lot. And it wasn't like, dude, there's so much worse netcode out there than Street Fighter 4. Like, brother, have you ever tried to play Koihime online? Like, that is awful. It is so bad. So it's just funny. Like, I was watching, there was like a Smug video, or he's done it a couple times now, where he's just played Street Fighter 4 online again, because like the specific type of stuttering that game had was so bad, where it was just like, especially for a game with so many tight one frame lengths, you would see like Dudley walk up and just do like stand medium punch, and the game would just micro hitch, and it's like, dude, like you can't be doing this.
Yeah, that was the funny part. When I first started playing Street Fighter 4, I only played online because I was like, I don't know what the FGC is. You know what I mean? It was around when I first started and everything. I got so used from those little hitches from playing Street Fighter 4 online. When I went to my first local, I was like, am I bad at this game? Like, I can't confirm anything at this point because I'm so used to the lag I had at home.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's I always bring this up. I'll just say this because I think we might be doing a little bit of a whatchamacallit. Oh yeah, sorry. We've all miscommunicated. We're waiting for IronNit to hop on in here. It looks like IronNit is ready. I can't quite see the character that they're playing.
Yeah, I saw Bar queue up with the Luke right here, so he might
are they playing the Lucas?
Yeah, turning his back on Kenneth Masters.
How could he do this? That being said, that is a beefer. We allow the beefers. Yeah, I think we're still waiting on IronNit.
Okay.
So while we're waiting for IronNit to roll on in here, I was one of my favorite stories of horrible online netcodes was the first fighting game I ever actually picked up outside of like playing Street Fighter 2 on my Super Nintendo as a kid was Tatsunoko versus Capcom.
Nice.
And playing Tatsunoko versus Capcom online on Wi-Fi was the worst experience ever. It genuinely probably had like 13 frames of input delay, probably. And the one dude, I only ever tried to play online once, and the one guy I ran into was playing Saki in that game, who has a big sword, right? And his strategy for online was brilliant because Saki can chain like 8 lights into each other, and it's such a big button, his standing light, that he would just like be doing that, and then 14 years later see that it was hitting. Like he gave himself a good like 5 seconds of hit confirm, and then he would do the Baroque mechanic to RC it, and then do like button super. And I was like, you are the smartest guy. You are solving net play out here. It's always what I think about when I see rough net play stuff. Looks like Barbar's in the lobby chilling again. I think we're waiting on IronNit. I think they're wrapping up another tournament.
All right. Well, hopefully he's doing well in there. Jewelman, another person that was in this bracket, funny enough, was in grand finals at West Coast Rumble while he was in grand finals at Nine Moons at the exact same time. And the funniest part, I'm like, yo, are you here yet? Are you coming? He's like, oh no, I'm in grand finals. I'm like, whoa, bro. All right. We see you. We see you.
Dude, I mean, that's like ICFC always had that problem too, where it would just be like, sorry, a knuckle dude's playing in 14 tournaments at the same time. I hope you understand.
Yeah, it's such a good problem to have too, because that just shows there's so many outlets and opportunities to, you know, show your stuff or just try to get more of that competitive experience, even if it is an online environment. Suffering from our own success finally.
Exactly. While we're waiting for IronNet to get in here, just random, really funny Street Fighter thing. I don't know if anyone here knows. So Street Fighter 2 HD Remix that came out 1,000 years ago, right? The soundtrack was done by OC Remix, the old remix website. And the dude who did the Vega cover, it was like the lyrics weren't in the game, but like the original song had rap lyrics, and it was some of the funniest stuff I've ever heard in my whole life for this Vega rap song that was almost in a real Street Fighter game.
You said a Vega rap song?
It was a Vega's theme was originally a rap song. They only put the instrumental in HD Remix. But the original lyrics are so funny. It has so many silly lines. But I think we're good. I think we're good.
Right.
IronNet and Barbar? Are we doing it? Is it gaming time? Can we get eyeballs on the game? Hello? Hello, mothership. Can we get a spectator on in the match? Is that all possible? Thank you very much. Taking a peek, and it looks like we're going to be good. Yeah. IronNet versus Barbar, winter semis.
Looking like IronNet's going to be keeping that Cammy momentum going, and Barbar with the loop.
I got to say, we both kind of got we're the wrongest men on earth a little bit. You were like, IronNet plays so many characters, and I was like, fuck. It's like, well, here we are. Ow, big momentum.
Yeah, Barbar in a tough spot right now. See if he tries to break out of jail at some point. Ooh, great check.
I thought you landed too. I did not blame Barbar for trying to hit the buttons there, because it really looked like she was on the ground.
All right, IronNet spinning that drive gauge right now.
We'll get the throw. One more throw will do it here. Interesting. That was a lot of patience from IronNet to just actually down back there. And the spin knuckle's going to hit. Even IronNet the first W here.
Yeah, it just seems like with IronNet playing Cammy right now, he's kind of just imposing his will on his opponents. Barbar low on drive gauge early. There we go, starting the tricky stuff from IronNet into a reset, not close enough for the wall splat though.
Level 1, Barbar is in the corner, in the burnout. Will we see the drive impact? Chillin', just neutral jumping back, trying to stay alive. A little bit of a suffocating pressure, stand heavy kick, holding it down. Oh, that's going to be a splat. Ow, ow. Yosh. And that's going to be that. IronNet getting the first one over LFG Barbar.
Yeah, quick game there. And no switch from Barbar, sticking with the Luke.
Sticking with the Lucas. Oh, wow. That was a lot of hits done on the crash like kick. Taking that throw with.
His own good.
Okay. Barbar getting some early momentum. Oh, the crouch heavy punch is not quite in reach, boy.
Great DP there, keeping IronNet at bay, and a perfect parry response.
Pick up level 1. That is going to be a large punish.
Jumping out, but we're not getting damage on the way out. That is going to be a level 2. Is it enough to kill? Not enough.
Nope. He's living. In burnout. Crouch light kick going to take a grip. Barbar on a pixel and a dream. And the dive kick going to clip the hands. IronNet 1 round away here from taking this over Barbar in a quick 2-0. Oh, Barbar finds a shimmy. Youchie.
There we go, sticking those buttons out, trying to establish some kind of loop right now because IronNet has no interest in it. Barbar finding himself in the corner again off of the spin knuckle.
Yeah, so the second spin knuckle that is really... The spin knuckles have been very pesky for Barbar. Gets the crouching medium kick drive rush, a Street Fighter 6 classic. Just the tackles here for the Oki. Try to go for the shimmy, gets a jump back. Will we see the level 3 spend here? No! Huge drop from Barbar.
Yeah, that's the one tricky part about Luke, is making sure you get those flash knuckles in a competitive setting, and that's going to pay off dearly for Ironet into the level 2, and that's going to close it out. 2-0 for Ironet over Barbar.
That is going to be a quick 2-0 there. You know, all I got to say, as Barbar's defense representative, god damn, Tekken 8 seems like a fun game, huh? Everybody. So we're all coming back Street Fighter 6. We're like, what the hell's a fireball? I've never seen one in my whole life. Dude, I got to say, though, I'm going to throw some shade real quick. Is that okay? Am I allowed to throw some shade?
Let's hear it.
I love video games. What the hell's going on with Tekken's lobby system? Like... Yeah. Dude, I don't know. Ironet, with that's the farthest you've ever been. Dude, shout out to you, Ironet. You are chilling right now up in the Big Winners Finals. Barbar's going to be dropping down to the loser side. So they're going to be fighting, it looks like, if I'm reading my brackets correctly, they're going to be fighting Simply Ego
right on
in the loser side. So they're going to be fighting them. Moving on, it looks like Jewelman did take the L to Simply Ego. So they're going to be going out in 7th place. Good old Gutter Freak. Our favorite freak from the gutter did indeed go out also in the 7th place. Sagu took it. Sagu, right, is going to be fighting Dez, Kim, Ed. Ooh,
that's going to be a good one. Now, did you confirm, is it Gutter Freak?
Oh, dude, he's never telling me. So he's Gutter Freak for life.
Right. We'll take that for what it is.
It's until proven further notice. They're Gutter Freak. They explicitly said, "Will we ever know?" So I mean, that's we leave that up to reader interpretation at that point, right?
So choose your own adventure.
Exactly, dude. It's my favorite. It's a Goosebumps choose your own adventure book. We're back at it. I used to love those as a kid. I don't know if that resonates with literally anybody else. So everybody, real quick, we are going to be taking a quick 5-minute break. We will be back for the remainder of LANFest FGC. We're going to be running through the losers side of the bracket. So everybody, stay chill, stay cool. We'll be back in 5.
There's 2 at the door, 1 window.
Okay, flashing. Got the 1 at the window.
All right, got the 2 at the door, running through in 3, 2, 1.
Yes! Nice! Let's go!
Nice. Dancing in
Everybody's
warming and bright. Don't let latency ruin a good moment. Dancing in the moonlight. Sonics, the low latency voice chat gamers deserve.
Welcome to a world where you are not constrained by time nor space, not forced to play by the rules. Things are different. You have the speed to be anywhere or everywhere, the power to create worlds at a whim, the presence to capture the attention of masses with a single post. You will discover the curious, the enthralling, the strange, the wonderful, and find no boundaries save for those set by your own imagination. Get unrivaled performance for everything you do with the fastest chip we've ever built, the 13th gen Intel Core processors. Welcome to a world that you define. How wonderful is that?
LANFest is community. LANFest builds and supports gaming communities to support charity. We have more than 25,000 attendees and 400 volunteers across 18 chapters that span 3 countries. LANFest is charity. Charity is at the core of what LANFest is. We've raised more than $1 million for charities nationwide. We support food banks, veterans, animals, hospitals, and so much more. LANFest is gaming. Come join LANFest.
Herbity, Worbity, Derbity, we are back. LANFest FGC, I am joined here by the one, the only. We always thought he was a factor, but it turns out he's not. Non-factor. We have been watching a lot of good Street Fighter 6. I did want to comment on the fact that, I make fun of slightly everybody for their Discord avatars. Yours is Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yes, sir.
Which I just want to say thank you so much for celebrating the Year of Shadow with me.
Had to get in on
happy
it.
to be here in solidarity. I was actually streaming Shadow the Hedgehog, not even kidding, last week. Which was, that game is everything I remember it being and more.
I need a remaster. I need a remaster of Shadow the Hedgehog.
I think that game needs Jesus, but what we need to see, we're going to be going into Winter's Finals, I do believe, next, which is going to be Mashed Potatoes and Iron Knit. On the loser side of the bracket, Dez and Sagu are duking it out, as are Barbar and Simply Ego. And we're going to be cruising on through the rest of this tournament. We had a couple of minor hiccups earlier on, so I believe we're blasting through the rest of this. We're already in the big top 6, which, non-factor, I am happy to tell all the viewers and all the players, does mean that they are guaranteed to win a prize at the end of this event. Everybody, 5th place and above, because there are 2 people who get 5th, which is really confusing. That does mean that you get a prize. So as a quick reminder as to what our wonderful players are going to be getting here, we've got an Intel processor, we've got a Seasonic power supply, we've got a data external 512 gigabyte SSD, we've got a glorious keyboard, we got a glorious mouse, and last but not least, we got an Xbox PDP controller, which I have.
Ooh,
right here.
Very nice.
As a visual example, it glows up. It's pretty. It's funny. I plugged this bad boy in because a buddy of mine is leaving the States for a bit. And before he leaves, he was randomly like, dude, Gears of War 1 is on sale for $5. You want to play Gears of War 1? And I was like, I'll play Gears of War 1. I can't play that with a PS5 pad. I usually plug my computer all light on fire. But it was great. Desnier 121.
Right on.
Update. So Sagu is going to be going out here in the big 5th place. So Sagu, if you're listening, make sure you stick around. We are going to be doing prize calls, and we're going to be collecting information from you after this tournament. Just make sure you don't disappear into the ether. I do believe Barbar and Simply Ego are duking it out right now in the background. That is your gamer update, non-factor. How you doing?
I'm doing good. There was a lot of good action we saw from there, and we are definitely speeding through the bracket right now, but our top 6 looks like it's going to be pretty loaded going forward. I see Mashed Potatoes and Iron Knit. I think that's Winter's Finals. So definitely not a favorite to win any of these matches right here. So our winner is definitely going to be a surprise.
Definitely going to be a surprise. Mashed Potatoes is definitely a gamer. Iron Knit, also a gamer. I mean, that Cammy was clean, brother. You saw the foozies. Do not show that to an FGC hold head. They're not going to believe you. They're going to say, this is fake neutral. All they do is turn green and fly across the screen. If you show them someone doing a poke in this game, they're going to have an aneurysm. Dude, all boomers know is meaty crouch light kick 3 times. They pretend that it's pressure. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
That's all I'm throwing out. Dude, I'm so nervous. I'm like, I know while we're waiting for the players to get in here. I'm so stoked for Third Strike to be at Evo. I'm also so nervous because really dude, okay, let's be real. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 at Evo had a bit of a rough top 8 somewhat in terms of the Zero May Cry mirrors that made everybody go like, oh yeah, this is why we stopped playing.
Exactly.
And like sweaty Third Strike, when you start getting like real Yoon mirror hours, is like one of the most degenerate games that's ever existed. So like it could be really, really fun. I think it also has a potential to be like, if everybody really sweats it up to win Third Strike at Evo, it might be like, oh god, this game is so silly. So like, I'm really interested to see what it's going to shake out to be.
I feel like everyone in that arena is going to be fingers crossed. Like, can we see a Daigo parry? Can we have a moment? Can we have something cool at this point? Because I hope you guys like watching Ken and Chun, because you're going to see a lot of it come Evo time.
Dude, I'm telling you, the Yoons are gonna come out. Yoon is such like the late tournament threat in that game, because especially if people are playing a little bit like nervous or a little bit sheepish, dude, he just Gaijins and the round is genuinely over, and then he does it again. Like, so, but I mean, we've had the Jazzy circuit, right? So we have seen American Third Strike played at a very high level. There are so many great players. I'm really stoked to watch it at Evo, but it's one of those things where it's like, boomer games are all well and good, but it's like when you watch like old Street Fighter 2 tournaments, not even that old, right? Like last 10 years or so, and you're like, dude, Street Fighter 2, what a vintage wine. Let's uncork this and see what's going on. Yeah. And then you just see Vega everywhere, and you're like, this is the worst thing I've ever watched.
Turns out the wine was spoiled milk. It's like, whoa, no.
Yeah, oh no, dude. It's not even organic. This thing ain't holding nothing.
You gonna be heading out to Evo this year?
Yeah, should be.
Yeah, this will be my first Evo, so hopefully things go well.
Dude. Evo is very fun to go to nowadays. For a long time, it wasn't. Like, even if you watch old Evo, it's like it's shocking how recently at Evos people are still like sitting on the floor and everything, right? Like, it is not the big professional thing. That like it is nowadays, but like it's so fun to go to nowadays. There's so much stuff to do there because it is like that kind of fighting game convention part of it. But then also you get to just everywhere you look is like a sick match going on. I love the main room they have is very similar in layout, assuming they kind of have a similar layout this year, to like Combo Breaker. And what's sick about it is you kind of like are in the main room where all the stages are, and they're all like around you. So it's very easy to just like look over and you see King of Fighters, and then like you look over and you see Strive, and you just can kind of like jump around very quickly. Very cool.
Yeah. Nah, funny enough, I heard Third Strike and I was like, this has to be my first Evo. So I will be one of the only Necro mains heading out there. So
I mean, I always forget his name and I feel so bad. There's one extremely good Necro player in the US that won NEC a few years back. And they're like super, super good. The problem is Necro gets obliterated by Yoon and Chun specifically. So it's just a matter of like, I'm really interested to see what international talent flies out for Third Strike too.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of those older Japanese guys you're going to see come through, and people will be like, wow, I haven't seen you in, I'm telling like old guy, I haven't seen you in 15 years.
Dude, so like real story, and because we should be moving over to loser semis here, I do believe, for our match. Real story, I was going to go to Japan 2019. I got to fly to Japan. I just ran a Third Strike tournament and I played in it and I got Jazzy Circuit points and I was stoked about it. And I was like, dude, Third Strike is so sick. And then Co-op Cup was coming up. So I was like, dude, let's just go to Japan and go to Co-op Cup. It'll be awesome. We'll watch some of the sickest Third Strike that's ever happened. I can meet TM. We can just hang out and chill around. I knew people who were going there. And then COVID happened like that month. And I was like, damn it. So in a way, if I still get to go to Evo and meet TM and see some cool Third Strike, we made up for lost time. We did it. We're all right.
All right.
Love Third Strike.
You said the match should be starting soon?
I think we're going to be moving over to loser semis. It should be Desnir and Simply Ego, I do believe.
All right, he has just entered the building.
So Barbar is going to be going out here. They're going to be going down 2-0 to Simply Ego. So this is going to be Des Simply Ego. This should be a bit of a barn burner match for sure. Oh, we're looking for him in the friends list. Are we friends with them? We are indeed.
I believe this is the
playing a ranked match.
First time we saw Simply Ego on stream today, right?
Yes, Simply Ego has been kind of cruising through losers, it feels like, for a lot of this. Because they had... Okay, so I'm actually glad I checked. Dez knocked Simply Ego to losers early in this bracket. 2-1.
All right, going to try to get his lick back here.
We're trying to crack it back, as we say. You know, I'm always surprised at how many, I forget who it was last time, because I've always used this Third Strike background for everything. And people recognize the Third Strike background. People are just like, bro, I love Dudley. And
it's like one of the first things I saw. I was like, is that? No, it can't be.
Yeah, it's the Dudley stage, slash the Q stage, which is still one of my, one of the things that make me the angriest. Dude, you know, like the worst thing about, this isn't actually the worst thing, but one of the worst things about playing games like Third Strike and Street Fighter 2, like on a real arcade hardware, is you get DJ stage and you get Ryu stage, and that's like it, and Cammy stage.
Yeah,
you don't get anything else, and it makes it so like dude, I would kill to play on like Balrog stage. Fun Street Fighter 2 fact that's super cursed. I don't know if anybody here knows this, but also specifically for you, Non-Factor, did you know every stage in Street Fighter 2 runs at a different frame rate?
Does it really?
They all run slightly differently, to the point that the timer takes longer on some stages versus others by like a significant margin.
Is that in Super Turbo? Or is that like every version?
That's Super Turbo.
Oh, okay.
So like it's just the stages that are more complicated, like Chun-Li stage or Vega stage, they just run slower because there's just more stuff going on. So they just I want to see if I can find, there was somebody posted a funny infographic as to like how long actually each round is on each stage. It's so funny how like wildly different they all are.
Oh, you learn something new every day, huh?
Dude, I'm just saying, fighting games are. Yeah, Dez, get in here, Dez. Stop playing it. Stop playing ranked matches. Get over here.
I see Iron It in the library now working on that Blanca, and that's definitely got me excited. Not sure if you know Mr. Bones, but I am the Blanca player around these parts.
What parts are these, Non-Factor?
The entire United States. I'm the Blanca player.
The whole thing?
The whole thing. Now, I always tell everybody that, because I always tell everyone it takes a certain person to be a Blanca fan, and I'm like,
sure.
I'm like a Blanca fan, like not just the play style. I'm going to go ahead and show off a little bit of a something right here. Not sure if you can see that, but that is a Blanca tattoo on my arm. So Jimmy is definitely my boy. So every time I see him in a tournament that I'm commentating for, it's instant bias. I'll do my best, but it's instant bias.
Dude, you're allowed to be biased. It's okay. Yeah. I will pull for other person. I feel like as commentators, like, dude, that's like if there's a Jamie on screen, I'm so sorry. I'm rooting for the Jamie. It's just what it is. Yeah. The difference here is that Blanca is a good character. I'm just kidding. Oh man, that's so funny. It's I'm so sorry, Non-Factor. I did not recognize that you were him.
Wow, I definitely am.
This guy, I'm him. Got Jimmy in the blood.
One of the funner parts of like being in SoCal, like I got to like meet Wolfgang and everything, like these other people who actually enjoy Blanca on the level I do, and I'm like, wow, there's more of me out here. This is cool.
What's going on? I think we're waiting for Desnir.
Yeah.
Got Iron Knit in the chamber. There's Desnir. They're back. They're back from their ranked match.
Trying to get that MR up.
Oh, wait. Sorry. Is it Dez? Yeah, sorry. It's Dez and Simply Ego. Once again.
Yeah, this right here might have to make Desnir play a little more aggressive compared to that walk back and forth style, because JP will make you pay if you want to stay on the other side of the screen and hang out there.
You will definitely see. I think this is a matchup. Oh, that is right. I forgot Simply Ego's a JP playing son of a gun. You know, we haven't seen them all bracket. It's the fact that these are only every other month. It's so, every month rather. It's my brain is pudding sometimes with remembering players and characters. But yeah, I forgot Simply Ego is also him.
Right now we see Desnir kind of turning it on. Simply Ego finding themselves in the corner early.
What's the matter, old man? EX Amnesia nerfs got you down.
Oh, Simply Ego has the Just for Men skin on right now. No gray hair. A quick round for Desnir right now, turning it on.
I do find the monk outfit like interesting. Not that the outfits don't necessarily have to be lore accurate, but like I'm not sure when JP would be dressed like a monk. Is it young JP?
He's a well-rounded man. He's done some traveling, scamming people left and right.
I mean, like, if you told me JP's personality is he shows up and he's like, hello, I like money very much. Like, I'd believe you. Oh, nice little jab check there. Love that.
Yeah, trying to fight his way to the corner right now. Not using too much of the purple stuff. Trying to rely on JP's buttons, and it's starting to work out for him.
Great little jab check into the drive rush. We are now zoning the Kimberly. The walk forward, sweep, nothing. No whip punish on it either.
Gotta be worried about that level 3 from Desnier right now. Slowly getting walked back into the corner. Simply Eagle has the level 3 of their own.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was still a punish. That's crazy. I thought that was safe. The fake and the jump back. The stand heavy punch is going to whack. Again, that's the second time we've seen Dez go for stand heavy kick as like a defensive call, which is interesting.
Yeah. Probably looking for something. I think they find it at some point around here. But right now, Desnier is still putting on the pressure. Slides through the purple stuff, getting his offense going.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. We do walk up sweep 100%. Sometimes you just see people walking around. You just got to sweep them, you know?
All right, here's that level 3 Simply Eagle going to be in burnout, and Desnier is going to have that buff.
This is a rough burnout state for sure. It's like, do you even try to make an amnesia call? You could die for it, try to hit a button. One more guess here. I'm so sorry to say you have guessed poorly. Desnier going to be able to take the first game here off of Simply Ego. And I do believe that this is first to 2.
Great call there. Simply Eagle finding himself in a bad spot again. Great sweep. See if he gets out of there.
EX Amnesia. Just going to get the throw. I actually like that a lot. Just gets a little side swap. Interesting I just did stand heavy punch, though. Okay. Huge Damahahe. Overhead connect. That's going to be a big opening them up. And look at this. Simply Ego going to be able to rip a quick round off.
Yeah, that's the position Simply Eagle's going to want to put themselves in. Is trying to get more offense going right now because Desniers is constantly walking them back. Good mixties there with the command grab, sneaking it in. Level 2 is on deck.
Score is wrong. I'm pretty sure Desnier does have the W here, not Simply.
Yes.
Plus frames off the shreds. To shreds, you say, and you're so dead. Don't even update the score. Just put a 1 on Desnier. Put a 1 on Simply. We got there. We got there.
All right, now 1 game apiece. Simply Eagle turning the offense on right now. Desnier not having too many answers for it.
Oh, you know, sometimes you get whiff punished by drive rush from full screen, and that's just life.
That is Street Fighter 6. There's the OD Amnesia. See what the mix is going to be off of it. Doesn't get the side switch, but resets things back to neutral, setting up the portal.
Yeah, hit in a weird way. She was like in the air, so he tried to jump over her. Yeah. She just body blocked them.
Oh, back throws. Keeps Desnier out of the corner.
Trying to shoost on in, just getting the calling it out with the mid-screen spike. Always a pretty safe call when you're worried people are going to be drive rushing in. Dez taking a lot of damage. Oh, off the trade? Are we playing Street Fighter 4?
Yeah, that was a weird reaction, but caught him off with the dismissal, and now Desnier able to put Simply Ego back in the corner, level 1 on deck.
Oh, the classic. The day 1 it works, day 158 too.
Good job trying to stagger the buttons, opening Simply Ego up, gets a perfect parry, and that's a side switch.
The elbow drop does have quite a bit more land recovery. Oh, wait, will she build level 3? This level 2s? I don't think this kills.
That might be a sliver of health left for Simply Ego. And he's
that's more than a sliver. That's a slobber.
Does have the level 2, can set up a checkmate situation. Doesn't need it either way. Gets hit with the chip, opens her up.
Yeah, I don't know if they just misunderestimated there the level 2 damage, because I definitely think you just try to route there to potentially build the level 3, or you just like let the combo die, right? Yeah. There's no universe where that was the right call. Hold the phone. Oh, jabbed him? Dude, that was so funny. The bomb miss.
Another perfect parry at the side switch. Desnier and burnout.
Ooh, the offensive drive rush. Gets a cross up, and still the punish counter throw. Dude, Desnier cannot get out of this corner. He's stuck. They're stuck. Gets hit on purpose, denying the stun to shreds. Oh, God, are you dead?
Yeah, into little Vushka. Does he have the kill combo here? How much has he been labbing? Oh, drops in the middle of it. Gets the spike either way and gets the kill. Simply Ego. 2-1 over Desnier.
Dude, not even kidding you. On my screen that I'm looking at this on, I've got my little webcam up on the screen. I did not see that portal. I was covering it. I was straight up on top of it, and then it just jump scared me, just blasted down. GG's there to Desnir. Desnir, if you've got to go, that's totally fine. Just make sure you get in contact with the lovely Landfest people. Make sure you get yourself a prize at the end of the tournament. Thank you very much for playing. Simply Ego is going to be moving on here. They're going to be waiting in the losers finals, which means that we have got 3 games left in the night. We've got Mashed Potatoes going up against Iron Knit, and then we're going to be having the loser of that going up against Simply Ego.
Yeah, some good stuff there from Simply Ego. First time we saw him on stream today, but it seems like he had the knowledge ready, able to kind of slow down Desnir and kind of put more of his offense. As a JP player, you don't really see it too much, but he trusted his buttons and not too much of the purple stuff.
Totally thought you were just going to say trust his butt. And I was like, I agree. He should trust his butt.
Trust his butt. If you ever get a feeling in there, you should probably trust it or call your primary care physician.
Dude, I'll be honest, call your secondary care physician. Just get somebody in here. We got a problem. So now we are going to be having our winners finals, which I do believe is going to be our first to 3 match. It's going to be Mashed Potatoes, the Modern Ken Menace.
See, I'm a believer that Ironet was probably going to keep the Cammy going, but he's like, oh, non-factors here. I'm going to make him excited. I'm going to, I'm going to jingle some keys, make the toddler excited. I'm going to play Blanca.
And we love that for you. We're always here to jingle the keys for the commentators. It's what we love. It's what we love to see. We are going to be seeing the Blanca action. Will we see jump back ball?
Oh, we'll definitely be seeing it. I always tell everyone, learn ball.
Learn ball.
All right, here we go. Winners finals, Mashed Potatoes with the Modern Cannon. Ironet choosing to go with Jimmy.
Ow.
Yeah, mistimed the parry there.
Getting clonked by the overhead feels so bad. Interesting. It was like almost a fake ball. It was just like a jump back nothing.
Oh, doesn't get the full combo with it. Does put Mashed Potatoes in a burnout, though. Great modern DP.
Oh, yeah, he's modern. Wow, what a reset into the... Okay, if you're a real Blanca fan, what's the name of the overhead?
Oh, God, you're testing me now.
Oh, he doesn't know.
I've been exposed.
It's Rock Crusher.
There you go.
He be crushing. I only know that. I know that the 2 Blanca moves I always call by name because I find them funny are Rock Crusher and Amazon River Run.
Respect. I mean, Blanca players can't read. Come on now.
True. I never thought about it. You're actually the realest Blanca fan for admitting to that. You're right. You got Jimmy in the blood. Blood type J.
Iron on the blood attack. Type. Has level 2 on deck. If he sets up a dog, gets the DI punish there. It's going to be big Mixies.
Uh-oh.
Rainbow
You're dead.
ball?
Uh-oh.
Yes, sir.
Well played by Ironet. After seeing Ironet's Cammy, and then seeing the Blanca now, I would have told you, oh, they probably dual main Blanca Cammy. This is a very put together Blanca.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been chasing this guy on the leaderboards for a while now, but he's got a little bit of MR on me. Oh, great jump there from Ironet. Mashed Potato's going to find himself in the corner.
Flat on the wall. Big opening. Blanca chain out again. Oh, what heavens to Betsy. Heavens to Betsy. Look at the Damahe.
EX Rainbow Ball. Yes, sir. That's going to be the kill. Good stuff from Ironet there.
Didn't even have the level 1. That's crazy. I thought he would have still had to spend it. That was so much damage.
Yeah. I have to sit there and admit, the Blanca nerfs are coming at some point. He's been slept on for too long.
To be fair, that was a punish counter after a DP with a Blanca Chan behind Ken. That should do damage, right?
All right, back in neutral.
Wow, what a hard call out on that throw. We just regular River Run? Bro, usually the River Run at least has got a little bit of green behind it.
Oh, great airball there. Big call from Ironet.
Airball, pretty good response to drive rush in general, right?
Yeah.
Because, it'll beat jab like it was there. It'll beat throw. It basically just loses to empty drive rush looking to DP it. Oh, level 2.
Oh,
he's too far for the heavy punch.
He does have Mashed Potatoes and burnout, though. He can't get chip damage if he does force the block here, but it looks like that super is getting pumped.
Ow. Sometimes you get owned, and that's just the way life is. It's going to be 2 quick points on the board for Ironet. Holy free holies, man.
And this is the first of 3 for all finals, correct?
Oh, yeah. First 3.
Yeah, Mashed Potatoes can mix things up here and try to get a little momentum on the side. Great drive rush conversion there for Iron Net.
Yeah, Sam Media Punch, kind of one of those weirder buttons. You don't see that often. That was really like aware button usage.
There. Good stuff with the lift.
Dude, these rocks are crushed. That's got to be an EX ball. Not quite enough. Oh, the side swap into the throw. Geeky stuff.
Yeah, Iron Net's starting to cook now. Mashed Potatoes doesn't have too many answers, so we can slow things down. But as I say that, things start to get swirly again.
Nice. Big jump heavy kick.
Using the plus jump there, gets the punish counter. Oh, looking at set up a stage jump, just mistimed it.
Big EXCP. Oh, this time on the throw. You hate to see it.
All right, now things are slowing down. See if Mashed Potatoes can start getting things to work. But here comes the level 2 from Iron Net. Looking a bit of GG there.
That's it. That should be it for sure. Yeah, that was a really sheepish crouch medium kick into Hadouken there from Mashed Potatoes. I actually feel like, in a way, Mashed Potatoes was playing too defensive for the way that Iron Net was playing, right?
Yeah.
There is a Blanca player type where that type of play style really works, right? Where they're really just balling at you and you just have to be ready to DP him every time. But Iron Net was like barely balling. They were really just kind of like walking around. They were like kind of being reactive with the jump back balls. So like that type of play style that is a much stronger against being too passive against Blanca, right? He's just gonna maul at you, strip your drive gauge, do a brilliant damage. That was very, very well played for Iron Net, who's gonna be chilling now up in the big grand final side, which does mean we're gonna be moving in to you're literally Mena. That's crazy.
That's
dog.
crazy.
I heard that non-factor. Wait, he's on this side. I heard that non-factor was literally Mena. That's crazy.
Mena's,
I can't believe there's two of you.
Mena's my cousin. That's
Is he?
That's not for real. But I tell everybody that I'm like, yeah, Mena's my cousin.
Yeah, I mean, does he also have the Blanca tattoo? Like, it's just kind of like it's a hereditary thing.
Nah, sadly, I ran into him when I was at Capcom Cup, and he was like, he looked at me kind of funny at first, but he was like, "This is like the coolest thing ever that you actually have a Blanca tattoo."
I mean, that's tight. Blanca's cool. It's so funny that I feel like Blanca, they did a really good job, like making Blanca work in the modern age because Blanca was kind of such a of the time gross out character, right? Like, and then they positioned him to just be kind of like the cute, funny, like goblin monster man, and I think that worked like really well. He almost went through like character rehab. I also just think he generally looks the best he's looked in a 3D game in 6, because like in 4 he just kind of looked like a Street Fighter 2 sprite and it looked kind of weird. And then in 5, he looked. I did not like how he looked in 5. 5, he was like a man with long hair. It was odd.
Preaching to the choir.
He was like Nikali too. Like it was a weird build he had going on there. So here we go. Are gonna be our losers finals. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be Simply Ego versus Mashed Potatoes.
See how Simply Ego chooses to approach this one. Slowly one back here trying to get the purple stuff going, but that's a good jumper for Mashed Potatoes. No conversion off of it though.
Mashed Potatoes definitely. This has got to feel a little bit good here to get the offense going. I cannot believe you crouch heavy punch him. Did you see how little damage that did though? That was the amnesia nerf, dude.
Yeah, now it's about scaling the same way, almost like a perfect parry does. Definitely.
And like after the bomb hits you is the big thing, because that wasn't even a punish off the parry, but the bomb hit and just cratered the damage.
Yeah. Right now, Mashed Potatoes.
That straight up would have been like 40%. Sorry, I don't mean to keep talking over you.
You're good.
Dead? Oh, poked with the big stick.
All right, Simply Ego up 1 round to 0. I feel like Mashed Potatoes was still walking him down, but Simply Ego had all the answers. Does have the level 2, can set up the Labushka if he wants to.
Wow, that was a great portal activation, actually.
Oh, what a call out.
That was not the medium Jinrai, wasn't DIW. Gets the level 3 here. Should be enough, right?
Yeah, I don't think it scales too hard. This should be a kill.
Oh,
the
I'm
magic
so sorry.
pixel.
I like like to apologize to the academy. He like just got into level the little yellow zone. Usually when like the rule of thumb is like usually if they're in the danger zone when you do your level 3, usually they die, but he was like so barely in it. I lost my channel points, I won't lie.
Mixes it up with the command grab again. We saw him do that last game, getting a little cheeky with it. Great jump from Mashed Potato. Simple Eagle finding himself in the corner. Here comes the Jinrai loop, trying to chip away at that drive gauge.
Dude, that jump was in like 4K. I feel like somehow that was the slowest jump I've ever seen in my life.
Good defense here from Simply Eagle. Awake for the tech as well.
I like that as a little bit of a counter poke there. That was cool. That's like the range where Ken's like the bully with Jinrais, and that's like a really good way to put a stop to it. Oh, he got in there. Yeah. No commitment to the target combo though.
All right, Mashed Potato turning it on. Has Simply Eagle in the corner. Does have a life deficit though. Good answer.
Oh, what a shimmy neutron there. Mashed Potato was going to be able to put a round on the board for themselves.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Both players do have level 2 now, but Mashed Potatoes with the round advantage. It's a great call out in the back there. So he can start mixing up more of his offense, staggering those buttons a bit.
Wow. That's going to be a big back throw opportunity here, too. Look at Mashed Potatoes' drive gauge. This is bad news bears.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, try to get cheeky with it again, but Mashed Potatoes busts out of jail. Now still low on drive gauge, and he's going to have his back to the wall. Not where you want to be.
I would say this isn't ideal. Oh, never mind. This is exactly ideal. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it has that critical art as well.
Whoa. Just hit him with it. Did not spend the resources. A little bit of life left, but Chip now becoming such a concern. Really, really well played there from Simply Ego. Maybe a little too frugal to not spend any resources. Like, theoretically, could have just popped level 2 there to kill him, right?
Yeah.
But did kind of have the victory path in mind for the Chip sequence.
All right, back to the wall. See if Mashed Potato turns it on. Doesn't choose to catch out early and play with that life event. It's still holding on to the level 3.
Big perfect parry. Just gets a sweep. Ooh, the aggressionometer has been turned up. Mashed Potatoes is sick of taking a couple of losses here. They're trying to win.
Yeah, also trying to get that drive.
Oh my god, dude, he's in!
Is that?
You're so dead. You're so dead. Yeah, he's so dead. He's so dead. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you lied to me again!
Man, I suck today.
Yeah, I tried to wake up with a level 3, but it is blocked by Mashed Potatoes, and he puts himself on the board now 1-1.
Dude, I thought he just did like stand fierce thing level 3. How did that not kill?
It happens to me all the time. It's like, I don't expect the scaling to work the way that it does, but it's like everyone ends up living a little bit longer than you expect them to. All right, Mashed Potatoes low on drive gauge early right now. It's kind of become the norm in a lot of people's play styles to just go ahead and burn it. As you were saying earlier, players like Noah the Prodigy just kind of started setting that precedent of American Street Fighter 6 is kind of played now by just bending it as soon as you can.
Dude, these command grab setups have just not worked. As it is going to be a stud. Yeah, the ultimate aggression strategy is definitely interesting, but I feel like there is a backfire factor to it, right? Like there's a lot of games. Frankly, I mean, I'll say this just from somebody who commentated a ton of ICFC. There's a lot of games Noah lost because he burned himself out immediately.
Yeah.
Like, it happens.
It's kill or be killed. Yeah, definitely. I think it benefits certain characters more than others.
Oh my god, I can't believe that slash hit Ken in the back there. I'd be a little bit malding. I won't lie to you.
Yeah, great jump. Simply Ego still does have that level 2, and Mashed Potatoes is low on drive gauge. Watch the meter. Someone's going to enter burnout soon. It is going to be Mashed Potatoes. Great answer, and he wakes up with a level 3 in the middle of the DI animation. That's going to be enough to kill. What a response there from Mashed Potatoes.
Oh my god, dude, that only barely killed because it was the moderate input. It totally was. That was totally a valid reason to use the moderate input there, right? Like, you're going for like a lightning fast reaction. Yeah. But that was so funny. I feel like that was so much closer than it should have been.
All right, now fighting with the super meter deficit, but he has Simply Ego against the wall. There's a big DI. Let's see what he turns it into here. Chooses to go with another DI to try to drain more of that gauge from Mashed Potatoes.
I agree. I think it's a smart call, right? Mashed Potatoes is making miracles happen by just dumping their meter straight into Simply Ego's face. Just like this. Okay. Oh, heavens to Betsy. You are going to be pretty darn close to burnout. I'll tell you. Hold it. Oh, just a jump out. The spike coverage, but no combo. Okay. Oh, no, and huge drop. Didn't even have the opportunity, non-factor, to be wrong about that kill.
All right, Mashed Potatoes turning it on. Gets hit with the OD Amnesia. Is this going to scale?
Again?
No, it shouldn't scale too much. That's going to be a kill.
No, you're super dead. Yeah, that's not going to... level 3 still have that minimum 50% scaling, so, I mean, ultimately, if you only have, like, 1,000 life left, yeah. Unless we're talking about the level 3 from Jamie when he has no drinks in him, that's just never killing you.
All right, well, Simply Ego. Is that 2-1 or is that 1-1 for them?
2-1.
Okay.
Over the corner.
That OD Amnesia has been hitting about 100% of the time at this point. It's been a great reversal option so far.
Potatoes. Oh, the meaty stand fierce. I wonder what Ego tried. Ton of damage. Overheads have been connecting. The shimmy. Uh-oh. Well, let's downgrade that factor there to like what, 80%?
Yeah. That was a fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me situation.
The good news is it's amnesia. He forgot. You gotta stay focused with OD Amnesia. Gotta be able to do the big DI here. Oh God, do you burn him out? Yeah, you do. Oh, this is so bad. Oh my God.
Yeah, very smart.
You just build a level 2. There's a reality here where you just get level 2 and use it, and then just like make Potatoes very sad.
Yeah, a little gunshot right now, and using that Labushka is gonna go ahead and choose to go in and start using those buttons.
I can't believe you didn't know Rock Crusher, but you know Labushka.
The supers I try to get down a little bit more.
That's fair. I can see that, but you know what I could also see? Why kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I also see that killed the hell out of them. It was a great combo. And we're now going to move it down to the last round here. Mashed Potatoes fighting to stay alive and tying it up 2-2. Simply Ego trying to put it to bed.
There it is again, the OD Amnesia. Playing the walk back and forth again, trying to get a reaction out of Mashed Potatoes. It's not a sentence I think I'd ever said in my life.
Dude, I love player names that are just like food. It always causes every statement to seem so ridiculous.
Another OD Amnesia finds a home. Just enough to get Mashed Potatoes off of him. And another drive rush in. He's been hitting that as well every time that Simply Ego tries to set up the spike.
That was a huge commitment. Mashed Potatoes burning himself out. Too close for the Spire to connect, though. And now, I mean, he's kind of crowding your space. Even though he's in burnout, what do you do here as JP? The answer is that you get hit. He's going to level 3. He's going to he actually might totally recover this burnout. If not, it's going to be very close.
Yeah, he's going to get it back after all. Now can put on the pressure. Simply Ego in burnout.
Would be so scared here of the DI. Are you just trying to level 3? What's the plan? You have the worst level 3 in existence. The Chin Rise. Help, help.
Oh, finds the gap and goes into the level 3. That was sick.
What a reversal situation. The critical art. This is going to do so much damage. Okay, but, I mean, ultimately, you got an angry Ken. He's going to try to get in any means necessary. Away, away, away. Do not go near me. Away.
The Mashed Potatoes goes to that raw drive rush to try to get in here slowly, walking Simply Ego back to the corner. Puts himself in a burnout and eats a DP for his troubles. What a call there from Mashed Potatoes.
Dude, I'm not going to lie to you, Ego. These command grabs, not working. Not like a single one has worked.
Yeah, throws him out of the corner again. A very questionable decision. He's fighting with his back to the wall.
Crouch medium kick does connect. We get the little bit of the hit conformage. Ow. I've been known to get shimmied for fun.
Oh, it happened again. He's called it out about 4 different times now to keep finding a home.
Quick reset. Yeah, maybe on to how Simply Ego is tending to run defense. A complete beatdown by Mashed Potatoes. Simply Ego now they're in the hot seat. Simply Ego giving up all this ground, dude.
Yeah, he's been playing from the corner and it hasn't been working out for him.
Okay. What do we do with it? We just get a big back throw. You know, I don't disagree. I think there was a side swap there, but maybe Simply Ego's feeling a little bit of nerves.
Yeah, got to be careful if he goes for a DI here. He does have to worry about the modern super. Going for the chip.
I agree with the sequence. Just jumps out. Not even modern superning. Just out of there. Bro, almost dead. Will we take this down to the wire? Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I think there's an argument there for Mashed Potatoes that you don't even super that, right?
Yeah.
Even if you want to. You just hold on the meter. This is going to be it for all the marbles. Double Luigi non-factor.
Simply Ego slowly walking back to the corner again. It's almost like he's trying to play like a bullfighter here. Didn't even get a side switch on Mashed Potatoes at some point.
You are burned out. You're actually burned out by this.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough uphill climb. Oh,
so close, so close. The tiniest of slivers. And they just immediately spend it. I actually don't disagree on that. I mean, the burnout's going to happen anyway. Gets the quote-unquote cross-cut there, the modern cross-cut. Lock down the corner. We get a poke. We're going to be able to dump CA here. This is mostly going to let Simply Ego just do, obviously, a ton of damage, but normalize their drive gauge a bit. You're going to be just shy of being out of burnout, but you got to keep Mashed Potatoes the hell away from you. He's running in. Great medium spire, and we are now keeping him locked down. Simply Ego is in a really commanding spot right now. Mashed Potatoes, though, if they can just get in, they get with the first media kick, but not enough to come up.
What a jump back there from Simply Ego, and he's going to take it 3-2. That was insanely close. Mashed Potatoes looking for an answer there in neutral, but the purple stuff ends up bailing Simply Ego out.
Well, wait, that was really good stuff there from both players. I mean, there's always like the adaptation, the counter adaptation with the zoning patterns of JP. We see Ken just trying to drive rush in. And I mean, ultimately, they were doing really good bulldog style, right?
Yeah.
It's funny. You called them a matador, and I'm calling them the bull and the dog. But like, just that sort of like, hey, do you know that if I drive rush right here, that like you kind of have to hold this unless you specifically call it out? And they were just really not holding it. Simply Ego in terms of like when they started getting drive rush in on, it felt like they kind of crumpled. It felt like there actually wasn't that many like back and forth in those situations. So it was really good to see them just hard call out the instant drive rush with the medium spire. I definitely think that's what they were going for. But here we go. Grand finals is going to be Iron It to Simply Ego, but big shout out to Mashed Potatoes taking third place.
Yeah, that was some good stuff for Mashed Potatoes. Definitely love seeing it, especially from a modern player. A lot of people, you know, when the game first came out, were saying, oh, modern's not going to be viable long term, but there are still a lot of solid players who are rocking the modern inputs. All right, it looks
Speaking
like
of modern inputs, there's a bot in the chat. Somebody get him. Take him down.
Execute that, man.
Mr. President.
Get down.
Get over there.
Looks like Iron It is going to go ahead and appease the commentator and roll with Blanca again.
Whoa, not me for the record. They're not appeasing me. I'm the whatever the opposite of appease is. I'm opposed.
Yeah, one thing that is going to have to change here for Simply Ego is Iron It did turn on the pressure a lot with Blanca the last time we saw him, and Simply Ego is putting himself in the corner constantly, and that's definitely not where you want to be against Blanca. Oh, we might see a swap to the Geef.
Wow, that would be crazy. Is peas a word? Appease is a word, but like, is peas?
Peas?
Is peas a word? Like, just peas out of there.
I'm not sure if peas is a word. Might have to look that one up.
Can I be?
Can I be?
Dude, I just looked up peas, like spelled like just in the middle of a peas, and it just says noun, archaic, peas. That's the definition.
That's actually
Thanks.
funny as
Appreciate that. No, I don't think peas. I don't think you'd just be peas. I think you have to be appeased.
That's how I used to ask for things when I was like 5. Can I peas?
Bro, I was at a Starbucks and there was this kid waiting he really wanted a cake pop, and they were like up in the front, and his mom was like, which cake pop do you want? And he was like, pink. And he was like really into it. He was like, pink. And this kid must have been like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And they finally get up there, the cashier hands over the pink cake pop, and this kid yells, just goes like, pink! Like gets it. It was so funny. That's how I feel about Drive Rush, but with green. Here we go, everybody. It's gonna be grand finals. Iron Knit going up against Simply Ego. Simply Ego on the JP. Iron Knit currently on a juicy 3rd 3-win streak.
Oh, great jump in immediately from Iron Knit, finding the OD ball. Doesn't get the full conversion though. Yeah, Simple Eagle's gonna have to throw a lot more of that purple stuff to try to get a reaction here from Iron Knit.
Oh my god, dude. Again, the double dash Amazon run is truly unhinged behavior. That is some Jimmy behavior.
Oh, Employee of the Month catches him on the way out.
No punish on the Amnesia. Blanca's crouch medium kick, a little bit stubbier than some people. Oh my god, that just killed him.
Wow. Yeah, even I didn't believe that was going to kill when it happened, but it worked out for him. Yeah, Simply Eagle slowly going to walk back down to the corner again. Big DI there. Here comes the doll. Employee of the Month is on the board.
Yeah, that's going to be so much damage. The jump back, the rainbow ball, the
Level
EX
one.
ball.
Oh, sets it up again.
Nah. I agree. Oh my god, that is the emptiest jump that's ever been jumped. Maybe trying to bait an Amnesia? Wow. I can't believe the back part of that. Dude, he's rushing you down. He's rushing you down. Look at all this pressure. Does he get a combo off this? No, he doesn't. Okay. Maybe with the right button choice, he could have. That was weird. That was stand light kick counter hit into level 2. Do you know if that combos into anything?
I don't think that combos, but he believed in it either way. Ate a lot of tip damage there, but that's about it. And here comes the Larushka pop. What's going to be the mix-up here? Going for the drive reversal, but it's going to cost him his life.
And the reset into the tournament winner, that was brutal. Yeah, I can't believe you tried a drive reversal there. That was a little greedy.
I respect the call, but it ended up not working out for him. But luckily, he had a round to give up, and it's going to start the same way that the first round did. He's going to get a drive impact to get things going. Big grab, big mixies.
Yeah, I went back as a punish counter, right? Because I mean, going for the parry there is a pretty appealing option in order to minimize the drive gauge damage. Ow. That's a punish. Yeah, you got to be careful doing that, dude.
Works out for him. He was looking for that a few times in his last match, and it wasn't finding a home. This time it does.
Non-factor. Why did that air Blanca ball cross him up?
Yes. Yes.
Correct.
I thought was so funny is like Ono finally left Capcom, and now Blanca's good.
But more importantly, Blanca's cool.
Yeah, Blanca is cool. Everyone loves the big gorilla, man.
Uh-oh. Danger. Danger cannot get over it. And look at that, dude. Simply Ego going to be able to put one off the board here against Iron Knit.
Yeah, doing a good job there, forcing things to go back to neutral. And also Iron Knit getting a little too happy with his gauge, putting him in bad ship positions. Free air to air.
Yeah, going to be able to get the big combo off of that. Great call. OD Amnesia. Not quite enough, but the balls were still there.
Goes for the command grab, mixed up again, but Iron is ready for it. He does the O-back ball, the jump back ball.
Mega level 1. That's actually the first one that we've seen from Ego, I think.
Yeah, he's been kind of holding on to it. More of a level 3 kind of guy.
Yeah, I'm going to say, we saw basically the first level 1 and first level 2. He's busting out the secret tech. We've been saving it for nationals. Oh my god, you did double that dash forward throw. How do I... Brother, can you tell me how you get all the boys to the yard?
I
gotta learn.
You gotta make sure your milkshake is there, I guess.
Dude, I mean, I need some tips. I've been trying to attract the boys to the yard for years. It just hasn't been working out. Iron Knit here, operating with a roundup.
Using the rainbow ball, they're trying to bait something out.
Wow. Really finding these punish counter throws. They've been racking up.
Yeah, it looks like he's kind of anticipating an OD Amnesia. Great perfect parry there.
It can't be an OD Amnesia. That beats throw. He's anticipating parries.
Oh, there you go.
Pretty similar.
Yeah, very similar.
It's one of those things where it's just like, is OD Amnesia parry? Yes. Does it beat throws? Yes. Does parry beat throw? No.
All right, Simply Eagle fighting at a burnout. Goes for the dismissal and eats an air grab for it. What a reaction from Iron Knit.
So true. So correct. Nikito, I know in chat you're the biggest Iron and Simply Ego fan of right now, but you got to admit that was pretty nutso. Ooh, could have gotten a whiff punish there. Just kind of did. That's like the empty jump. That was an empty jump so empty there was nothing to even punish.
Right.
The attempted anti-air.
Oh, goes for the empty ball into grab. Good stuff.
Yeah. Again, not really a ball-heavy Blanca.
Yeah. Little low on drive gauge though, spinning it. There's a perfect parry from Simply Eagle. Gonna go for the side switch.
Dude, I swear they're getting these punish counter throws in realities where it feels like they really shouldn't. Like, it's like I thought that jump in was low enough. Dude. Oh, okay. Dude, this is the Amazon River runneth. We're going to level 2. We believe in the heart of the cards as we should. Oh, you're so dead. Oh, my God.
That was an insane
what a call out.
Nice. Simply Eagle finding himself with his back to the wall again. Looks for the overhead, but gets grabbed out of it. Uh-oh. Throw loop time.
Oh, God. You know, still a throw loop. That's a throw loop of a different color. Combo off the overhead with the level 3 here. You're dead. Didn't spend it. Holding on to it. That's plus, baby. Obviously would be a huge comeback here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still not enough to kill. See if holding on to that meter might bite him. Oh, doesn't after all.
You know, this is when I iron it. You just go like, I built some meter.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I had that level 2 locked and loaded. Great empty jump there. Another punish counter grab.
I don't think we've seen a single level 3 from Iron Id, right? They've basically only been level 2.
Yeah, that's kind of become the norm for Blanca.
I mean, yeah.
This season of level 2 now.
It's the general consensus is that
Yeah.
Blanca level 2 pretty good. The shreds, you say. Straight into level 3. Going to be able to do quite a bit of drive gauge damage here.
Yeah, finally pulling the trigger. We've seen him be a little frugal with the super meter there, but finally trying to play with that life lead. See if he starts the purple stuff, and he will.
All right, wait. If you're such an expert on Street Fighter move names, oh God, he's dead. Oh my God, this is so much damage. Simply Ego is going to be up 2-1 in this, trying to reset this bracket. What's the name of JP's level 3?
Oh, you got me. There's
that's a good.
There's certain names I'll remember more because I hear them so much.
Dude, I mean, you could tell me it's the Mamushka, and I believe you.
Okay. That's actually I was trying to come up with a cool name, but I got nothing.
What's the name of level 2? It's like, what is it again?
Lavushka, it's like Russian for like Phantom or something crazy.
Got it. Yeah, I mean, if you told me level 2 is Lavushka and level 3 is Mamushka, I'd be like, I believe it. Absolutely. Wow, that's rated. The modern JP problems.
All right, Iron in the corner, going for the OD ball. The OD is going to be the safe version of the air ball.
That wasn't just safe. That must have been so friggin' plus, dude. That was so deep. I'll just counter on the throw. We're getting on in there. Great drive impact reaction. That is the second one we've seen as Simply Ego. We really have not seen a lot of DIs from Nit.
Oh, goes for the cheeky mix-up again, and now you're going to see some of that level 3.
Oh, bro, we hungry.
That should be enough to kill.
Dude, I thought for a second that you were also so wrong, and I was like, Factor, we are so bad tonight. Like, we were just taking L's. That's going to be a really quick tie game. I can't believe that was already the whole game. Jeez.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of fast matches here tonight. Very perfect parry. See if Simply Ego sets up the portal, he will. Yeah, second guessing himself again, going for the parry and gets another punish counter grab.
Cool, clawing at the toesies. Does get the throw still. Dude. That's got to be so frustrating. I feel like they've been doing that so often, but those are the guys. Again, dude, the DI is just not working. That's the kind of thing that's hard to call out if they're just trying to parry your jump-ins. Because it's like, what are you going to do? Just start empty jumping at them? That's like so vulnerable to so many other things.
Yeah.
And goes for the level 2 here. Going to do a grip of damage. Not dead, though, but the chip sequence after. Great stuff from Simply Ego. They're trying to reset Non-Factor.
One round away from doing it. Playing with zero super gauge right now, though. Let's see if we can turn things on.
As a second rock crusher that has just been totally thrown. That's so funny.
Gotta make sure I write that one down. I can't be a Blanca man and not know the move.
Dude, he's crushing the rocks.
Oh, great grab there, mixing things up. Here comes Big Guess.
What does kind of suck about using Blanca level 2 in an instance like this is that Blanca's not building gauge.
Yeah. You kind of want to do it in a combo. If you pop it raw like that, end up with nothing. It usually doesn't work out too well.
Yeah, that sucks, dude. Stuck in the corner. I mean, you got your buddy. You got your little mans.
Okay,
No, he was too far away. I think he underestimated how far he was going to move. The little buddy bailing him out. Oh, my God.
Oh, great
Cross
defense
up.
from Simply Ego.
Simply's jumping defenses, I think, generally have been very strong.
Yeah.
Which is a good adaptation to do, you know, after the crouch heavy punch nerf from JP to kind of shift to a parry mentality. They whiffed the drive impact.
Yeah, Iron is proving that burnout is just a state of mind.
True.
Here comes the
and brother, I'm stuck in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's level 2. Got to do so much damage. This is not enough.
Did that go into level 1? Oh, I thought it was going to juggle.
Thought it was 2, but cleans it up. Simply Ego's going to be resetting the break it against Iron Knit. We're going to be looking at a 0-0 ball game.
The big question is Iron Knit going to bust out another one of those characters right now to try to mix things up?
It's a good point. You know, they have been appeasing you specifically.
Definitely been appeasing.
You know, before we went into this, all I knew, they were like, this is non-factor. He is known as the hedonist commentator. And I was like, you know what? That's some strong energy. The boy wishes to be appeased. So they've been doing it, but they're keeping it going. They're sticking to the Blanca.
Love to see it. It looks like they had a lot of answers there. It's just Simply Ego was able to get just the right situations. He was eating a lot of those punish counter grabs, stopped going for parry over and over, started landing perfect parry for himself. So see how things get mixed up a little bit on Iron Knit's offense.
I think I've been underestimating how much my headphones have been weighing down my hat. That ish was at like a 180-degree angle. I think I was wearing a big hat. Anyway, here we go, everybody. Reset bracket. Going to be blasted against the wall here. Iron Knit, keeping the pressure going.
There you go, mixing it up with the grab, keeping that doll there as a threat. Here comes the big combo. It's going to be a backdash into a heavy ball. Sets up another one. Oh, random ball in the middle of all that pressure. Gets the wall fight out of the way. Simply Ego getting a little bit of mixed here.
Ooh. Okay. That's like actually, is that the first DP we've seen from Iron Knit?
Did he just OD amnesia in the middle of that? That was insane.
That was insane, dude. And then, like, Toho just started around there. Like, that was bullet hell. There were so many things.
Yeah, great call there from Simply Ego. I didn't expect an instant jump attack, but it worked out for him.
Wow. That was great jabs there because they saw that the drive rush was coming at him, and then obviously at that point it just comes down to button speed. Offensive drive reversal. Great punish. Oh, dude, the overheads have been really working for Simply Ego, and just goes to level 2 again. It's like, uh-oh. Oh, they tried to jump. He brought it back down.
That was the call of all calls for Iron Knit. An unfortunate jump back from Simply Ego.
Oh, dude. You can't carry the rocks around like that. Boy's going to crush him. That's going to be tied up in rounds. Which one is going to draw first blood here in the reset bracket? Oh, definitely a little bit of mistake. Unless we meant to do the full screen overhead. That's always a fun time.
Another river run there, ping off.
Great punish. It's actually, you so frequently see that JP sweep go unpunished. It always have like, good job every time I see someone punish it.
All right, Simply Ego fighting well out of the corner right now, setting up the portals. Iron Knit low on life.
Ow.
Oh,
again, dude, you cannot DI this guy.
Yeah, Iron has been trying to call him out and test his reactions with that drive impact. But like you said, he's been responding almost every single time.
Wow, what patience there from Simply Ego. I mean, you're kind of in a weird spot when you just assume the Blanca stance and you're just looking at your opponent. Nice. Oh, didn't get... Well, he can't get ball in that situation, can he? Unless there's weird charge shenanigans going on. I'm unaware.
Yeah, he has to hold the charge correctly. It's got to be something you're ready for. All right, Canon standing back, a little bit worried about the jump out. Walks in, gets
What a
the
walk
throw.
forward. Wow, that hits so meaty.
Rick on the driver reversal. Wake up level 1 is not going to work out. That's going to be... Oh, he dropped the combo. The lift works out either way.
That was so dangerous.
Yeah, getting a little spaghetti there. Simply Ego seems pretty focused on just walking back, but he passes the vibe check again. Another reaction to the DI and a side switch.
That was the last frame, dude. I don't think Simply Ego has been DI.
No,
like
not one so far.
Not once, right? Their vibe's immaculate.
And Iron is fighting with a life deficit again to get the little jab combo to get out of there.
Oh, big drop there. Unfortunate. Bonk.
Yeah, lands with the throw and close it out. Now 1 round apiece.
Nice. We get to wake it up here. I mean, Simply Ego is up 1, right? Right now?
Yes, I think.
I believe so.
Yeah, the scoreboard at the bottom got me a little confused, but I believe he is up 1.
Ego's up 1.
Okay.
So Ego right now trying to potentially make this a 2-1, if at all possible. It's going to go straight into level 3. Mostly, I think that's level 3 to correct the drive gauge more than anything else. Yeah. The question is now, like, how do you pressure Iron Knit, right? They're Blanco without a cause, and they've got CA. And they're so... No! They turned everybody in it!
Well, still has a fighting chance. Gets the perfect parry. Simply Ego in the corner. What's going to be the mix here? He goes into burnout. Here comes the level 2. It's going to be chipped like no one's business. Is he going to throw the drive impact? He will. Here comes the doll setup. This is going to be big damage.
I mean, big damage. He is still going to be alive, though. So the question is, like, what do you do about the wake-up potential? Amnesia! That was a huge whip throw, and that was great awareness of Simply Ego there to get the punish with the crouching jab. Simply Ego is now 2-0 over Iron Knit, dude. It looks like they're trying to do it. We got that switch to Rashid.
I am no longer appeased.
But I am appeased. I think Rashid is... I mean, you may not be appeased, but you are a Rashid.
Same archetype of a character. Nice rush down, good mix. So let's see if he tries to mix it up. He has a low 4 that's a lot better now, so be able to play neutral a little more honestly.
Does have a good low forward, and also gets to play neutral very dishonestly with level 2.
That's why I noticed. Picks 2 carriers with 2 really good level 2s back to back.
Very fine.
All right, well, Iron Knit fighting for his tournament life. It's do or die at this point. Sneaks it in, lands it this time with the command grab. Iron Knit finding himself in the corner.
Wow, big crouch heavy punch whip. Iron Knit already down so much life, dude. What happened? oh, what happened? You're dead.
Yeah.
Simply Ego 1 round away from potentially taking the whole darn thing.
It seems like just 5 minutes ago he was coming from Luther's side, but right now finding himself in a perfect spot. Iron Knit not having the answers, and Simply Ego is just calling everything out and reacting to everything.
I gotta say, I think one of the most deceptive things about Rashid is that, boy, if he does a throw animation on an OD Amnesia, it looks like he hit a button. It does not register to me that he threw, because it looks like a button.
Great anti-air there. Iron Knit turning it on, gets the call out.
Yeah, deader than dead. Okay, here we go. Iron Knit trying to run it back, but I mean, dude, we've got so much meter on deck. The question isn't when will we see level 2s. It's just a matter of, you know, or is that not if? It's just a matter of when.
There you go.
We got there.
Well, Iron Knit.
Been a long night, Factor.
Here comes the level 3 cash out, and that's going to put Iron Knit in the burnout. Simply Ego can go for a chip situation here and try to keep Iron Knit at bay. Got to worry about popping that level 2 wall.
God, just jumps into the cloud of nonsense. Gets lucky with the wall jump. Gonna go straight into CA. Gonna let him recover so much of that burnout gauge. Do a ton of damage to Simply Ego. What is gonna be the response here on Wake Up from Ego? Will we see some amnesias? Or are they just gonna chill?
Is that gonna be enough to kill?
I gotta say, Wake Up crouch medium punch was not what I expected.
You know, when it comes to grand finals of Street Fighter 6, you're gonna have to expect the unexpected, and that crouching medium punch is gonna land the combo and go ahead and secure Simply Ego the tournament victory.
is indeed. Good job to Simply there. Iron Knit gonna be taking the big second place. Gamers, just a couple order business. Make sure if you were in the top 5 or top 6 rather, aka 5th place and above for tonight, you hang around, you make sure that you stay in contact with the LANFest folks. They're going to be asking people for their information in order to send out the prizes. And I think, unless a little voice in my ear is going to tell me otherwise, it is going to be it for us for tonight, correct? And so I will say thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Thank you so much for playing. It was a great time. Always good to see I'm excited for Kuma, but it's good to see the heart beating of Street Fighter 6 going. I've been Solid Bones. I am joined here by the one and only Non-Factor. Non-Factor, anything you want to say like your last minutes of the gamers?
I always want to leave people with words of wisdom, and I just want to say cherish every wonderful moment. And follow me down below at Non-Factor FGC on Twitter if you want to hear me complain about Blanca's bad matchups.
That is, dude, words of wisdom. Cherish every moment and follow me on Twitter. Absolutely.
Yes,
thank you so much, everybody, for watching. We will catch you next time, next month, rather, for LANFest FGC. Don't go nowhere.
There's 2 at the door, 1 window.
Okay, flashing. Got the one at the window.
Right, got the 2 at the door, running through in 3, 2, 1.
Yes! Nice! Let's go!
Nice.
Dancing in
Everybody's warming bright.
Don't let latency ruin a good moment. Dancing in the moonlight. Sonics, the low latency voice chat gamers deserve.
Welcome to a world where you are not constrained by time nor space, not forced to play by the rules. Things are different. You have the speed to be anywhere or everywhere, the power to create worlds at a whim, the presence to capture the attention of masses with a single post. You will discover the curious, the enthralling, the strange, the wonderful, and find no boundaries save for those set by your own imagination. Get unrivaled performance for everything you do with the fastest chip we've ever built, the 13th gen Intel Core processors. Welcome to a world that you define. How wonderful is that?
LANFest is community. LANFest builds and supports gaming communities to support charity. We have more than 25,000 attendees and 400 volunteers across 18 chapters that span 3 countries. LANFest is charity. Charity is at the core of what LANFest is. We've raised more than $1 million for charities nationwide. We support food banks, veterans, animals, hospitals, and so much more. LANFest is gaming.